Any criminal crime don't pay. Seen a crazy little Eggman's face. Don't let it hit you. 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 Don't let it hit you.
Good evening, boys, girls, and MBs of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations. Welcome to the one and only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter. Welcome to this late night edition of Alec Gunter. So good to have you all here. I am on the shitty Logitech camera, and actually that's a little bit too zoomed out for me to be comfortable. I feel a little bit too exposed here, so we're gonna get that's a little better. That's a little better. Maybe not that. Yeah, that's okay. So I am on the shitty backup camera, unfortunately. It looks like it's desynced. Is it synced? Like, is my audio synced to my video? It looks like the video is lagging a bit. Is that what's happening? I think that is happening. Let me reset the camera. It was happening on my end, so I'm going to just reset the camera real quick. Yeah, it's my shitty old camera. It's fine. It's functional. It's just like... I bought a very nice, expensive one, and I would like to use it. You know? Whatever. I'm having technical difficulties with it because I tried to... what was I doing? Oh yeah, all I was trying to do was fix the autofocus, because in the last video that I just released, I noticed that like the autofocus was like in and out, like constantly, and I'm like, that sucks. And all I was trying to do was turn the camera around and fix that, right? Well, the camera decides, no, actually, I'm just not going to respond to anything you do. I'm just going to like keep, like it still was working, but like I couldn't turn it off. I couldn't go to the menu. I couldn't do anything. Like I literally tried to, I literally tried to put it to like, you know, the kill switch, the 5-second hold. I did the 5-second hold for 20 seconds, and it did not turn off. And I'm like, this is bullshit. So I literally had to take the battery out, put it back in, and then when I got it all set up again, I fixed the setting, or I thought I fixed the setting. And then when I set it up again, OBS wasn't reading it. So I had to figure out why that was happening. Reset OBS. And then somehow got it to work. And once it was working, it was choppy. It was very choppy. And I'm like, why is this choppy? It's not choppy on the video feed from directly from the camera. So why is it choppy when it comes to my computer? It has not done this before. So I wasn't going to have choppy video feed for you. You guys deserve better than that. And I kept trying. I just kept trying over and over again to fix this stupid fucking thing. I switched like USB ports, everything, and I just couldn't get it to work. So shitty camera today, whatever. It's not even that shitty. It's just like, I like the nice one. I like the expensive one. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Late night stream. I just, like, the reason that I'm live so late is because I've been thinking about it all day. Not even, like, streaming anything in particular. I don't have a plan for tonight. But, like, I've been thinking about streaming all day. It's the only thing I wanted to do today. And I didn't get to do it because, like, I had a great time. I was at my, Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Yeah, I tried that a couple times. Thank you. But yeah, I had a fun time at my brother's birthday party. You know, we went to Dave & Buster's. It was nice. Spent a few points. Got some candy from. Basically spent $22 to play a few games and get some candy. So, which brother? Conservative one? No. I'm referring to more properly my sibling. Would be Guitar Rocker's birthday today. Hello, Gray the Deer. So it's less that I can't sleep and more that I don't want to the point that I can. Like, I'm sure I could get over it, lay down, and go to sleep. But like, I've been thinking about this fucking thing all day, and I was gonna start way earlier. But then I called my friend. And because they wanted to talk, and then I talked to them for a little bit. I'm like, I'm trying to start stream soon, but I talked to them for a little bit, and then I talked to Katie upstairs because she's reading One Piece, and she's at Bartholomew Kuma's backstory, so she needed me there. So I stayed there for almost an hour, and I watched her read that. Not the whole thing yet, but we're getting there. It's rough. But I did that for a while, and then I finally came back down here, had all the camera problems, and then here we are now. And it's 1 a.m. It's well past 1 a.m. by this point, and I don't fucking care. I am getting this stream in one way or another. I will sleep when I'm dead. It is in fact past my bedtime. I'll try not to stay up past 3, but we'll see what happens. I don't care. My sleep schedule has been fucking bananas lately. Absolutely chaotic. What are you gonna do? Good question. What should we do, chat? What should we do, chat? Should we react? Should we do some late epic reactions? Should we make slop? I say we brew some slop. What do you guys think? I won't stay too long because I'm like, you all actually get some sleep soon. Okay, well, good for you. I'm happy for you, okay? It's so great that you're gonna get sleep, alright? Good for you. I'll sleep when I'm dead. But yeah, everybody say happy birthday to Guitar Rocker. And go subscribe to them. Search Guitar Rocker on YouTube and watch their YouTube poops. They're funny. I will not watch them on stream because there are probably a couple I could watch, but a lot of it's copyright stuff, so. Anyway. What could we do? Let's look. What do we got in the old playlist here? Politics Reacts folder. You never let me down. Except for today. There's nothing fucking in here. Okay. What do we got? There was a pretty good suggestion in the Juice Box. IIRC from Jimmy Mikes.
All right, Tim Pool has been on it.
Apparently the girls are fighting, and I would like to see this take place. Go watch my latest one. Okay. We can warm up a little bit.
We must call in the troops.
Oh yeah, no, I can't show this. I can't show this, but it is funny. I'll show like a little bit of it. It's good. It's funny. Go watch it. Man, this camera really does suck. My other one is so much better. Let me try something. No signal. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to try something. I know, it's grainy. I know. It's not the best camera. I'm sorry. I'm just so pissed at myself because, like, I didn't want to fuck with it. It was fine. It was fine. And I didn't want to fuck with it, but I was like, you know what? That thing, the autofocus was really annoying. Maybe I could just fix that real quick. Maybe I could make it a little bit nicer. Why is it still doing that? Maybe I could just make it a little bit nicer for chat, you know? I won't spend too long on this, I promise. Just let me... Oh, it was off. Okay. Try this again. Hey, wait, this looks good. It looks good. It's not choppy. Okay, we got it. I'm pogging. And we're pogging. Oh yeah, I also have to fix the camera. Hold on. A little higher. How are we doing? I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit more. Good. Okay. We're pogging. I declared this stream pog. I can't sleep either. Like I was saying, it's less that I can't sleep and more that I won't. I refuse to rest. I have been thinking about this all day. I have no plan in mind. I have a rabid drive to create slop. It is calling. Have any of you ever seen you know what I watched recently? I watched this show. It's only got one season, and unfortunately, Netflix is not renewing it. But I watched this show called Scavenger's Reign. Who has heard of this? I think it's a little bit niche, but it is such a fucking brilliant show. Like, it's so good. Like, really good. And there is this creature, right? There's this creature that basically plants a seed. So, sorry, let me set this up. Basically, what happens is you have some space people who are like a freight company in the space, you know, and so they try to take a shortcut, accidentally get solar flared. The ship explodes, and a bunch of people escape to the nearest planet, which is Hell Planet. It's Hell Planet. So, like, there's all these crazy creatures on this planet. It sucks, but it's also beautiful, and there's a lot of really good stuff in that show, and it's so good. It's so good. You gotta watch it. Anyway, there's this creature in there. All this is to set up a fucking metaphor. There's this creature in there that it basically plants a seed in you. And this seed is like a parasite that grows on your heart, right? And it like gives you a bunch of energy, and it makes you just wanna run outside and jump around and play. And then suddenly you get like the urge to start building. And so you get clay, and you drag clay from in bags over to a cave, and you just start building, and you have no idea what you're building, okay? But you just do. You're driven. And so basically what happens is you set up a layer. You're like the conduit to set up a layer and like birth one of these creatures. It's crazy. It's actual like mind manipulation shit. It's so weird. Go sleep? No, I will sleep when I'm dead, thank you. But I appreciate the suggestion. Underrated Sonic song? All of Shadow's songs, see, like, I don't like the sound of this. It's cool, but like, it's not my style. What I do like about it is that it is, if you actually listen to the lyrics of these songs, they're actually like Shadow related, so it's actually cool in my opinion. It's deep is what I'm saying. Sonic is very deep, if nothing else. For me, it sounds like DEI to force women to not face against the men. If the men are better, they should have to prove it. I mean, like, listen, I'm not trying to, like, destroy gendered sports overnight. I get that there are meaningful differences between, like, generally, between, like, men and women when it comes to athletics. I get that. But, like, I feel like, right, these differences would be far smaller, first of all, if, like, we actually had equal sports. Right? Wrong post I just typed up, but I guess that also works. Was you not supposed to post that here? Was that... You said, for me, it sounds like DEI to force women to not face against the men. If the men are better, they should have to prove it. I thought you were talking about, like mixing the sports categories between the genders. I thought it was random that you brought it up. I already posted that like a day or two ago. Old post. Really? Huh. Well, since it's up there, like, I didn't want it to happen overnight, but, like, yeah, just make sports weight/height classes instead of men and women. That, like, that literally makes more sense. Like, I'm literally arguing with people who think that, like... Here's the thing. What I was saying was, if we actually had equality between sports, right? Then maybe the women would be a little bit more comparable to men. I'm not saying they would be, like, exact. I don't know. But, like, think about it. Like, women weren't even allowed to compete. They are literally still behind... Think about it. Over time, right? How fucking fast has, like, the top speed become? Like, let's say Usain Bolt, right? Like, compare that here. Let's do a quick comparison. Now we're in it. Hold on. Usain Bolt. Time. Fastest time. Usain Bolt's fastest time, I'm not using AI, sorry, 9.58 seconds in the 100 meter, okay? So that's less than a meter a second, right? That's crazy work. Crazy work. So let's compare this now. Wait, where's my camera? Oh, shit, hold on, my camera's shitty. Oh, I forgot I have to fix this too, sorry. Wait, I can just do this. Oh. That, oh no, I can't. Hold on. Damn it.
Wealth, fame, power.
Eleazar Perez, the cringe dude from the Samsada and Dr. Mike Jubilee debates, charges $500 for debate bro coaching.
Bro,
funniest
what?
shit I've seen all week.
No, that is rancid. Absolutely disgusting. What a freak, dude. I hate that. I mean, it's perfect, right? Like, if you're stupid enough to actually pay that dumbass to give you debate lessons, you kind of deserve it. You kind of deserve it. Listen, that man is so fucking dishonest. I don't trust a thing that comes out of that fucker's mouth. He is a disgusting, reprehensible piece of shit. And I hate him so much. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this. I was in the middle of saying something. I knew I would forget, but whatever. That was more interesting to me. Thank you, Saga Tentacle, for 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Appreciate you. I also got to fix my alerts at some point, so that sucks. Okay, okay, so we got webcam 2. Let's move this down. Down to webcam group under the overlay. Okay. And transform. Edit. Okay, we clip off. Here, hold on. I gotta fix the position. Oh, fuck me. Can I just have the camera, please? Okay, we got the webcam. Put this over yonder. Hold on, sorry. Yay. Move over. Why is it not nudging over? When I click the arrow, it's supposed to nudge over. Nudge over, please. Thank you. Okay, and up. Sorry, guys. I know this is annoying. Or no, oh shit, it's... I think it's down. Yeah. Okay, so there. And then... transform. Yeah, sorry. I fucked up all my camera stuff trying to fix it. You'll have to bear with me for just a minute here. Okay, not lots more than that. 5, little more than that, maybe? Or is that good? Is that good? Maybe. We'll try that. We'll trim off the top. A little more. A little less. A little less. Just right. Okay, and then the... Let's do a little bit more left. 600. Okay, I think that's good. And then bottom. I think that's it. We got it. We got it, boys. Okay. Easy work. Okay, so what was I saying? So Usain Bolt, we got 9.58 seconds. Sorry, I was making a point. 9.58 seconds. I believe that is the world record. Let's check men's 100-meter world. Let's just pull up a graph. Why are we even trying to compare? Let's just pull up a chart. World record chart. Boom, look at this. That's crazy. You cannot tell me. So here's the thing, right? Here, let's look up. Here, wait. This is actually a really interesting experiment here. Wait, let's try something. Women's 100-meter world record progression. Hold up. The math is mathing. The math is mathing. Okay. Here we go. So, we got two charts here, two giraffes, if you will. This one says... Okay, so all the dots here are the world records. So we got in 1920... In 1921, we got Paddock at about 10.4, okay? 1920. Let's look at the women's. This is not... Hold on. Oh, wait. This shows both. What am I doing? Okay, so we got 2010. This is the 100-meter freestyle, okay? Forget Usain Bolt. This is the 100-meter freestyle. Look. Women. Long course. 2010. Men. Long course. 1970. They're the same. There's a 40-year gap. Think about it. Like, I'm not saying, right, that everything will be equal and hunky-dory between the two sexes, but, like, this kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Like, that's crazy work. Like, you got literally, like, the world record in 1920 was 62 seconds. Just about 62 seconds. And that's for men. And then for women, it was about 62 seconds in 1960. There's a 4-year gap. Or 40-year, not 4-year. 40-year gap. If men's record progression were to pause for 40 years, I think the women might catch up. Like, because think about it. Like, how else do you explain this? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm the wrong one. Do I want to do... Am I in the mood? I'm really not in the mood for Matt Walsh. I'm sorry. Maybe later. Maybe later. I was a little confused when you said women have broken some records in your previous stream. Can you give us an example of that? No. I'm not saying... Did I say women have broken records? Yeah, so the one woman that broke... That is, like, the best in the world. It's, like, extreme endurance. I think that's what I was referring to. It's an extreme... It's, like, extreme endurance. I forget what the exact sport was, but it was, like, over a period of 24 fucking hours or something. And she finished, like, 5 hours ahead of the person in front of her, or behind her. And it's, like, the fastest anybody's ever done it. And I can't think of what it's called. But it is thought that in extreme endurance, that people who were born female actually have the edge. Isn't that crazy? I have another absolutely peak show to shove in your face. Sounds good. Yum, yum, yum. I'll take that. With me, it's that Michael Phelps is allowed to play, so we don't care that much. Oh, yeah. That's another great point. Michael Phelps is part dolphin, okay? Like, that man deserves a category all his own. It's true. Like his anatomy is literally like part fish. It's actually crazy. And it just so happened that, like, he loved the water. Like, he was, like, it's just a match made in heaven. Like, I don't know that, like, it's going to be really fucking hard to find somebody to beat Michael Phelps. The kids yearn for the sea. Literally a mermaid. Being a woman is a few weeks old, but it's insane from Trump. A few weeks old. We're gonna have tremendous goodies in the bag for women too. The women between the fertilization, all the other things we're talking about. It's gonna be great. The fuck is this? I'll just play it. Fuck it. Play it.
You're doing great on it, and we're gonna have tremendous goodies in the bag for women too. The women between the fertilization and all of the other things that we're talking about. It's going to be
between the fertilization, the gestation, and the creating of offspring.
It's going to be great. We're joined today.
Oh my God.
Fertilization.
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter, guys. We live in clown world. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. It doesn't matter. I have news for you. It does not matter anymore. It simply does not. Okay? So just enjoy it. It's funny. Fuck it. It's funny. It's funny.
I'm still very proud of it. I don't care. I'll be known as the fertilization president. That's not bad. That's not bad.
He's such a clown.
I've been called much worse. Actually, I like it, right? I like it. Thank you. We're joined.
Disgusting work, man. Rancid. Ugh. Absolutely grotesque. One more. Do I have to? Brother. Ew. Oh. Can we not? What is this? 37 seconds.
Fantastically well with women. I kept hearing women don't like him. I said, I think they do. You know, don't like fake polls don't like me. That's who don't like me. But we're setting records in so many of these cases, and I was for women. I was for the women, the suburban housewife, where I stopped low-income housing projects from being built at a house next to you, where people were being decimated, the houses were being literally ripped up and destroyed.
What? And
I stopped it, and we've stopped it again. We had to stop it again. I stopped it first term. We had a great first term, a really successful first term. We had the lowest election. We did fantastically well
I mean, that's
with women.
Just like,
I kept hearing.
That's great. That's antique racism right there. That's what that is. I need to scooch the camera a little bit. I think this way. That's a little better. Yeah, that's antique right there. That's good old fashioned. Good old fashioned like 1970s, 80s suburb crime scaring about crime. Like, you know, that's good stuff. Finally aged racism, you know. Gotta love it. Okay, what are we watching here? I don't feel like watching Matt Walsh. Who's like a fun person to make fun of? Matt Walsh is like a wet towel. Here's a neo-Nazi complaining about the Switch 2. Well, that sounds fun. Here, let's see.
Well,
20 minutes and 50 seconds. Give me a taste of the kind of complaints that this man makes. I must know. Spare me but a taste. And then I shall know if I would like to proceed. No more Asmongold for a while either. No, wait, no, that's actually a great idea. Why don't we look at Asmongold? He's fun to shit on. Like, he's the shittiest person alive. Like, he sucks ass, actually. Oh yeah, I looked into it, and apparently the reason they're mad about the Superman movie is because of some comments James Gunn made. Oh wait, no, I remember. I think that we've established that like it's because James Gunn said like it's got something to do with like Superman saving the Earth instead of just saving America. Like he wasn't being patriotic or some shit, right? Like it's always got to be the world and not just America. Was like their sentiment, but like yeah, I mean he's fucking Superman. He can like swallow the sun if he wants. Like he's fucking Superman. Yeah, the saving the Earth is like like a Tuesday for him. Like, why would he stop at the United States? Like, you're just admitting that you hate people that don't live here, and that's weird. Like, why? You could have not lived here in another life. Like, you did have not any intention of being born here. You. It's weird. People are weird. At 6 to 7 minutes, he starts complaining that black people are in Pokemon. Okay, we have to. We have to. This. Okay, I like just look. Synthetic Man. I mean, like, how could I say no? He's live right now! Wait. Breaking? Trying to finish The Last of Us 2. And it's got a fucking rainbow. Here, wait. Hold on. We have to capture the moment here. So somebody in the chat suggested that I go over this guy named Synthetic Man, described him as a neo-Nazi, and suggested that I watch this fine video titled "Gaming is Dying, Nintendo is Killing It." I went to look at his profile, and he's live right now. So before I go into that video, I would like to see what he's up to. He's trying to finish The Last of Us 2. There's 1.5K watching, which... it is much more than who's watching now, but that's okay. Let's see what he's up to.
Incredibly wholesome. It
Wholesome
involves
100
killing
Poggers?
6 million people I don't like. It'll be a lot faster than 4 years, though.
Wow, we already got a Holocaust joke. That's crazy work. Absolutely crazy work.
Oh my God, her dad that it got killed.
We just got
Joel.
here, man. We
Wow.
just sat down. Dead Domain did a great vid on him. That's great. I mean, you all you had to say was Dead Domain did a vid on him, because Dead Domain is great by default. Crazy work. Already got a Holocaust joke. That's literally the first thing we hear.
Thanks,
coming
Fake
in.
Fan Schizoid. Thanks, $5. Old Last Was 2 streams have some pretty good Doomer hours. Autistic Friend, Black Girlfriend, Synth Dad Lore. The RoboCop streams also had good Doomer hours. I'm glad someone's keeping track. I feel like your parasocial levels are getting too high. Despite your name, you're the truest of cells, the truest of fans. You are schizoid though.
Oh, this is straight. This is
Kane's
straight brain
Games.
rot.
Thanks, $2. Troon got knocked out yet? That's literally at the end. Fuck.
Dubsy censor that.
So unless we're finishing this tonight, you're probably not going to see little Asian.
Crazy.
Knocked out. Oh, we gonna
Crazy.
get dropped.
Okay, I'm done. Crazy work. That like literally like that's what all this is. I clicked in at a. How long has he been live? This man's been live for almost 5 fucking hours. Okay, 5 fucking hours, and I just randomly get in here, and already like it's just being a dick. It's just being a piece of shit. Reward redeemed? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to look at the Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I've been neglecting those rewards. Oh shit, I didn't monetize my video. Hold on. I gotta do a couple of housekeeping things. But yeah, absolutely wild. Jesus Christ, I just sat down. Okay, gotta monetize. Need the money. Oh! My live stream's back up. Oh, that's great. Okay. Sorry. I'm excited because, Dubsy, you don't have to keep this in, but I'm excited because, I made a post about, my live stream from Tuesday being taken down. And it's up. It's back up again. Okay, good shit. It's ineligible. I don't care. Fine. Demonetize it. Fine. Fuck you, YouTube. I'm just glad it's back. I was worried that it would not be visible. All I care is that it is visible. Sorry. I have points to redeem. Your website and YouTube links on Twitch run into each other? What do you mean? Oh, okay, I think I know what you mean. I'll have to fix that later. I have a lot of housekeeping to do. I have to fix like my Patreon tiers because I'm wanting to make like $1, like instead of $1 early access, it'd be $5 early access. And then like $1 would get your like name read at the end of the video or something. Yeah, I gotta get my house in order. I gotta clean my room. Okay, we got points to redeem. What points? Who's redeeming points? And what points are they redeeming? Flex. We have a flex. Is that, yeah, from 3 minutes ago to flex. I will try with my thing on. Is that good? Good? Okay. Good stuff. Okay, housekeeping done. So, piece of shit, we've established that. I make video game reviews. That's pretty much all you need to know. I think you need to know a couple of other things too. Also, like, the word roasty, I don't know what that means, but I know that it's not good. It's got bad vibes, if you know what I mean. I've definitely learned what it means before, and I just remember it being disgusting. So I'm just going to pretend I'm just going to move on. What I'm saying. Okay, I gotta know. Gaming is dying and Nintendo is killing it.
It's got to be one of the worst console showcases I've ever seen. It's been a while since I made like a gaming is dying style video, and I don't really talk about Nintendo a lot on this channel. Believe it or not, I used to be a huge fan. I grew up with a GameCube and a Wii, and man, I'm just one of those people who really loved my GameCube. Not as much as my PS2, of course, but Nintendo had such great exclusives back then. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which is probably still the best Pokemon game to this day.
Dude, I played all of these. No. I can't relate to the fucking neo-Nazi. That's disgusting. Rancid word.
Kirby Air Ride, the most underrated party game that has ever existed. Oh, and how could I forget one of my favorite games
I can't agree with the Nazi.
Metroid Prime. And this is all without getting into third-party exclusive.
No, not the worst person you know just made a great point. Fuck. He actually has a few good gaming takes. This is tragic. Absolutely tragic. I mean, you don't have to be a dick, dude. You could just like games like the rest of us. I'm just saying.
This was at the time, like the Resident Evil 1 remake, or even Resident Evil 4 for about a year.
I'm not knocking
his taste.
Goes on.
There were so many great games I played on my GameCube. And yeah, I ended up liking my Wii as well. Yeah, the whole motion controls gimmick has aged like milk, and the exclusive game selection definitely wasn't quite as strong. Though I think Super Mario Galaxy is still one of the most visually impressive games that has ever released to this day. And it will forever stand the test of time, proving that aesthetics are...
I do gotta point out, though, what really blew me away was the fucking... the fucking music. Unmatched, unparalleled, especially Gusty Garden Galaxy. Like, literally just... Not even the fucking theme of the game, like, but it's become the theme because of how fucking good it is. Like, it's literally been studied by musical artists. Like, it's insanely good. Okay? Sorry, I'm very attached to the soundtrack from this game, and I feel that is worth mentioning.
Are far more important than graphic fidelity. Oh, and of course, it also has one of the greatest original soundtracks in gaming history as well. And then, of course, we got the Wii U, which was the biggest Nintendo bomb since the Virtual Boy, and I'm not going to get into that, but I will say I think people didn't quite give the Wii U a fair shot. The whole consumer confusion, whether or not it...
I don't know why they had to make the Wii U. I don't know. Like, it seemed like a very awkward in-between. It's like the middle Pokemon, you know? It's like not quite cute enough to be on my team, not quite strong enough to be on my team, you know? Like, it's just kind of there.
it was even a new console. It kind of just speaks to how dumb the average person is. But I will admit that the gamepad was probably an even dumber gimmick than motion controls. And then finally we got to the Switch,
Yeah.
which I have
Because, like, they also... Sorry, I keep pausing. They also, like, implemented motion controls with the gamepad. You know, it was very confusing.
always thought was overrated
I
since
skipped the Wii
fucking
U?
day
Yeah.
one. Now, yes, I think Breath of the Wild is an
lot of
amazing
people probably
game.
did.
Honestly, I do. I don't know if I would think that on a second playthrough, because I think you guys already know by now how I feel about open world games. But the first time playing it, it really felt like I was playing a very well-polished, huge sandbox where there was constantly new, exciting things to discover. Yes, some of the shrines sucked absolute dick, but I'd
Yeah.
say for the most part, world exploration was actually kind of exciting.
I haven't played the new one. I've heard mixed things. People love it, but also, like, it could have been more, is what I understand about it.
Now, personally, I hate Super Mario Odyssey, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I'll
Really?
just say that
Oh.
Joseph Anderson's review
First controversial take. I think Mario Odyssey is overblown. I personally did not like. It was fine. It was fun. It just didn't blow me away the way Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine did. You know, and Mario 64, of course, is a classic. So, like, I just like. It has reason. I'm not gonna say it doesn't deserve to stand with the rest of them, but like it's kind of mid compared to the others. It's kind of mid compared to the others. Like, it's great for what it is. It's a great game, but man, it just does not hit. It doesn't hit. It insists upon itself, is what I'm trying to say.
pretty much covered every single problem I had with the game. It truly took baby game to a new level. I don't understand why we need to even further infantilize games that were already designed for children. Nobody ever had a problem beating Super Mario 64. Why the hell is Super Mario Odyssey so fucking condescending? And
Hold on, that's insulting. I had much problems trying to beat that fucking
how
game.
frequently and often it rewards the player for doing literally nothing of value. And look, I'm not going to give you a brief history lesson on the past 7 years of the Nintendo Switch, but let's just say that I wasn't truly impressed by any game on the console except Breath of the Wild. Yes, there were quite a few good games I played. I really liked Metroid Dread. I thought Shin Megami Tensei 5 was good. Although Pikmin 4 wasn't exactly what I wanted, I still liked it
Really?
as well.
I thought Pikmin 4 was great. I've heard mixed things. Some people think that Odie was a great addition. I personally agree. Some people think he wasn't so great. And I've heard people say it's the best of every other game. But like, nobody hates it. It's just like, it's just a very solid game. I really liked it.
But if I had to sum up the Switch's
Just your baby
library,
brain?
I would
Guess
say
so.
a third of it was just sequels to long-running franchises that didn't really impress or innovate in any significant way. Another third was literal re-releases and ports either from the Wii U or of current-gen console games, which I have no idea why the hell you'd want to play significantly graphically downgraded games that probably run like shit just because you can do it on the go. In the last third, I'm
I mean,
simply...
Hold on. This might be his first weird take.
You'd want to play significantly graphically down that didn't really impress or innovate in any significant way. Another third was literal re-releases and ports either from the Wii U or of current-gen console games, which I have no idea why the hell you'd want to play significantly graphically downgraded games that probably run like shit just because you can do it on the go.
I see what he's talking about. Sorry, it took me a second. I was like, I thought he was talking about bringing old games back to current consoles so people can actually play them. What he's talking about is shit like Skyrim on the fucking Wii U. Or the Switch. The Switch. It was on the Switch, right? They tried to run Skyrim on the fucking Switch. Hold on, what's the meme? It's so funny. I actually have it. Is this it? No, there's a funny meme. There's a funny ah. Let's switch. Let's try a graphics meme. Yes, this is the one. What the fuck? No, just open the image. No. Why do you do this? Just, it's right there. The text is blocking it. I can't open it in a new tab. It's not letting me. I don't know why. Hopefully you can see it well enough. Sorry. No, shit. Behold, the Nintendo Switch graphics. You can play Skyrim on the go, just like you've always remembered it. It's not actually how it looks, but low-key hottest take, Skyrim hit different on the Amazon Alexa. It's not quite how I remembered it. Well, sorry, this is how you're gonna remember it. Okay, we still haven't hit the gold yet, okay? Like, we still have not struck gold here.
In the last third,
No
I'm simply
Nazis-
going to
no
refer to
Nazism
as
yet.
weeb.
I'm starting to think that the person who suggested this just thinks everybody's a Nazi. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I think that the woke progressive left just accuses anybody and everybody of being a fucking Nazi just because they want something like an ethno-state, okay? Like, calm the fuck down. Just because I find other races inferior to me does not mean... I need to stop. YouTube's actually gonna fucking take me down.
Games, which is completely fine. I don't care if you really like anime games. At least they have attractive women in them. But I won't say that most of those appealed to me
Okay, dude.
personally. So yeah, obviously I'm not crazy. I can definitely acknowledge that the Switch has a better library than, say, the PS5 or the Xbox One X. But the bar is so goddamn low at this point. The Switch definitely did not impress me. Actually, I was pretty fucking disappointed. If you
Really?
think about it, Nintendo...
I thought, okay, the Switch was not as revolutionary as the Wii, granted, but I do think that it was definitely a step and a half above the Switch, or sorry, not the Switch, the Wii U, because it felt like what the Wii U was trying to do, you know? Like, it's not perfect, it's got a lot of issues with it, but ultimately it accomplished its goal very well. You can play it anywhere. You can play it on your TV at home with your friends, and it's got pretty good graphics for a fucking handheld, like, you gotta admit. So, like, I like this. The Nintendo has always been kind of the wild card of the console wars, which I love and respect about them. I thought the Switch was a solid continuation of their bizarre, crafty ideas. It was fun.
Completely canceled their handheld line, and all of those development studios that normally made these like bite-sized budget
But they
fun
merged them.
games.
Like,
I
that's
grew up with
fine.
a shit ton of great ones.
I think no. I think that was the natural progression, right? Like, we have the handhelds, we have the consoles. Now we've merged them. Now you can just switch back and forth, right? That's a natural. I feel like we've progressed as a species personally now that we've merged the two ideas. Because now, like, you can't, like, they've literally like set the standard. Like, you have to make a mobile version of your console. You know, or like make it interchangeable somehow. You have to do that.
All of those studios then were supposed to
I feel
make
like they
games
set
for the
that
Switch,
standard.
right? So you'd think we'd get like twice as many games, since now all the console exclusives and the handheld exclusives are
dude.
combined onto one system. But that couldn't have been further from the truth. Now, I know a lot of this is just due to the fact that games take a lot longer to make now, and I'm not going to get into that because this video has nothing to do with that shit. But no, I don't think this...
Oh yeah, they are bringing back Kirby Air Ride. I forgot. That's so fucking cool. Sorry, I just randomly remembered that. That's so cool. They're bringing back Kirby Air Ride. I'm so fucking hyped
Switch
for that.
has even as robust a
it's gonna be zero. It's gonna
library
be
as
so
the
good.
Wii, certainly not like the Nintendo DS. And just because maybe those games have higher budgets and better production values than Wii or DS games, doesn't mean they're actually better games. They absolutely are not. Honestly, I think the only Switch title that will be considered one of the greatest games ever made in the long run is probably Breath of the Wild. And if you name anything else, that just says to me that you haven't played enough video games.
He might be right on that. I don't know that any other Switch title... Pikmin 4 was really good, but it didn't... Like, it was really, really good, but I don't think it broke any new ground. You know what I mean? Like, it was probably the best puzzle game of the entire, like, of all time. One of the best puzzle games of all time. But, like, I don't think that it was, like, revolutionary the way that Breath of the Wild was. Because like the art style, the open world, the dungeon system was kind of repetitive, but like, and it wasn't a perfect game, but like people were really annoyed by the weapons always breaking, but like it set a lot of standards for gaming. So I don't know, that I think he might be right on that one. I can't think of another game on the Switch that did that.
That you didn't actually grow up with the Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, because I guarantee you there's an equivalent game from 20 years ago better than anything you could name. I don't care that Smash Bros has 100 characters. I don't care that Mario Odyssey lets you turn into random ass like enemies and use their ability for some fucking stupid gimmick. I don't care that Tears of the Kingdom added a bunch of stupid ass Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts mechanics. None of that's...
Wait, but I thought the building thing was like pretty cool actually. Like again, that seemed like a natural progression of the game. I think that it felt like a DLC, right? Just from looking at it, like it looks like a fucking DLC of the original game, but you know, I thought it was still good for what it was.
Stuff actually fundamentally improves the game. Well, I guess you could make a case for Smash Bros. Being better, but either way, it's not exactly one of my favorite series anymore. So you may be wondering, why am I starting off with this huge introduction when this is supposed to be a video about the reveal of the Switch 2? Well, essentially, this whole thing is just a setup to show you that I wasn't exactly impressed by the Switch 1. And so Nintendo is now having their huge Disney moment. And what I mean by that is they're trying to milk the customer for everything they're worth. They've got our childhoods by the balls. They know that we're attached to their core IPs.
It's coming.
And for the most part, they're no longer interested in making new ones. They know the type of power they have over millennials, and now they're going to test just how willing the customer is
and
to
they
empty their
avocado
pockets.
toast.
Nintendo truly is the Disney of video games. The difference is, unlike Disney, Nintendo hasn't made their political propaganda so blatant just yet. Now, if you know where to look, you can certainly see it in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That was some of the most obvious cases of DEI I've ever seen.
What? Why? Why? Because, like, there's more people with darker skin? Why? But that's what... But, like, wasn't it based on, like, South fucking America? I thought, like, this game was like based in fucking South America, wasn't it? Like that was like where they were pulling in, like they pull inspiration from one of the areas of the planet. Like for it was like the Hawaiian Islands. For was it Spain? Okay, I don't know. But like it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What? Clearly DEI. Just say the N-word, brother. Just say the N-word.
And the Pokemon Company literally has a DEI page on their website before one of you morons says something stupid. But for the most part, they have stayed out of modern cultural Marxism,
the white
wokeness, whatever you want.
I'm relieved now. Nice white faces. Nice, pristine, white, polished faces. Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you.
But Nintendo has truly jumped the shark with the Switch 2. I don't want to repeat the opinions of what many other YouTubers have already said, but just know, obviously I agree with them that these prices are absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Sir, this is a Spain-inspired region? Okay, I was wrong, all right? Sure. Spain's got white people, okay? It's also got people of color, I'm sure. And it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Like, oh, who cares if they're all black? Most of the time, they're all white. So, fuck it. Like, yeah, make a game where they're all black. And you don't have to set it in, like, the inner city or Africa or whatever. Like, just, yeah, fuck it. Make a game where they're all black. Who cares? Is the game good? Does it play well? Am I going to have fun? Am I going to remember this experience? That's what I fucking care about, okay? Like, shut the fuck up.
But for me, it's not necessarily about the number itself. I don't think a $450 console is that insane, even though Nintendo has been known for being the affordable option until recently. And I'm more mad about the
Not anymore. Thanks to Trump tariffs, baby. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Donald Trump. I didn't want to pay less for the Switch. I did not want to. I love paying more for things.
Hike of physical and digital games more because of what it represents instead of the actual number itself. Games just got standardized to $70 like, what, 5 years ago? And now Nintendo...
To be fair, it has not kept up with inflation, okay? That's still like... like if you get like a fully... Like, I'm willing to pay $70 for a good fucking game. You know, like for one that I'm going to remember for a while. Yeah, like I'm fine with that personally.
Seriously expects us to pay
not a
$80
necessity.
for
I just don't
digital,
care that much.
$90 for physical. Well, a small important correction here, as it turns out the whole $90 for physical thing technically is not confirmed. It's based on a price conversion from Spain, so honestly there's a pretty good chance that part isn't actually true. But regardless, at bare minimum, the standard price of video games is going up another $10. Physical has
It's only
basically
gonna get
been
worse for
borderline
Trump, baby.
dead for about a decade now, and I think this is pretty much going to kill physical games for good. Why the hell would you pay $10 extra for a tiny little case on your shelf? Yeah, sure, some people will do that, but given that you're paying $20 more than the standard price of a video game, yeah, I think people are...
I mean, it's been the standard price for like I'm being serious. Like it's been the standard price for so long. It was inevitable that it was going to go up. Like in 2000, wasn't that the standard price in like 2005? How much is the dollar inflated in 20 years? I genuinely don't know. I know that it has though. Like it has to have. So like it was $60 back in 2005. It's 60. It's still like, I mean, 70 or 80 bucks in 2025. Like I feel like it hasn't even kept up, honestly. I could be wrong though. Somebody prove me wrong. Like I would like to be wrong on that. I want to think that like, yeah, it would feed my narrative that companies are extorting us, but I really don't think it's kept up that much.
We're just going to stick with
Yeah,
digital.
PS4 was
Another thing that
$400.
people are bringing up is the fact that Nintendo games very...
Although I will say console prices and like disc prices are very different. Consoles are always sold at a loss, and they make up for it. In like it's very, very... It's expensive to make a game, but to print like a million copies of it is like dirt cheap. So like that's where they make the big bucks. Like they charge you $60 per disc. The disc is like cost of production. You're talking like a few dollars. Okay, so that's where they pull in the Mondo dollary dues.
very rarely go on sale, at least the first party ones. So it's going to be sticking to that price for a long time. You can't just be a patient gamer, wait a year, and then pick up Donkey Kong for $20. No, that's just not going to happen. But again, like I said, it's not necessarily about the money. I have the money. I can afford to buy these games and the consoles, no
Okay,
problem.
then shut up about the money.
I will, because I'm a game reviewer. Even though I probably won't make videos on a lot of these games, because most of the people who come to this channel don't come to see Nintendo games. Even though I do love baby games, as people like to call them. Hell, the Croc
Same
Remaster is
here.
utter dog shit, and yet I was having a great time playing it. So I'm sure I'll really like Donkey Kong Bonanza. But like I said...
But honestly, listen, I'm gonna shit on you a little bit because I'm gonna be a little bad faith here. I'll be honest. I don't buy that like you like baby games for the same reasons that I like baby games. I like baby games because they're fun, and I just find them charming, and I can appreciate the artwork and time and effort that went into them. Okay, and I'm not saying that you don't think those things, but I also think there's an element of like I don't have to think about trans people and black people here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's an element of, like, I can mentally remove myself from the scary minorities. And maybe, you know, maybe that's just me being ultra lefty and, like, being extraordinarily bad faith. But, like, grant me that we, like, literally jumped into a stream, 4 hours into a stream, and, like, 3 times we heard him fucking be a Nazi in the span of, like, a couple of minutes. So, like, I feel like I'm justified. What is this? Literally this guy? What do we got? No. I can't play this. Oh, he's like trying to be a real gamer. Got it. Good meme, but I can't play it.
It's more about what this represents. If Nintendo gets away with this, that means the standard price of video games for everyone is going to go up to $80 or $90. Let's say hypothetically it doesn't, because Sony and Microsoft...
What does he think of Donald Trump? I genuinely don't know, because when it comes to neo-Nazis, sometimes they think they want to lick Donald Trump's feet, and then sometimes they're like, no, Donald Trump is not nearly evil or fascist enough. Like, he sucks, actually. He's too kind to brown people, in my opinion. Instead of deporting them, we should just be waterboarding them, you know? Like, just make them suffer. So, like, sometimes, my point is, I genuinely don't know what his opinions would be, so maybe he knows that the tariffs are really stupid and he hates Donald Trump, but I would genuinely like to know.
don't think they
Because
can
that's
sell
like
games
that's
for
why
that price.
they're gonna get more
Has
expensive. A big
Nintendo
reason.
proved to you, to anyone, that their games are worth $90? As I was just talking about a couple minutes ago, they certainly haven't proved it to me. I definitely was not that impressed with most.
Okay, I'm sorry, but like this is an inelastic demand. They can charge whatever they want for video games. I don't care that much because when you're talking about like I do care because like I feel like it should be accessible to everybody because like I'm a socialist, okay? Like I do care in a sense, but like I just don't care enough because like it's not a necessity. If you like the game enough, you'll find a way to get it, you know? Like and I don't care that much that they're charging that much cuz we do live in a capitalist society and I just like they got to make money. So, I don't know.
Of the Switch's exclusives, and just judging by the gameplay footage they showed
It doesn't feel like it feels like they could be extorting for so much more if that's their goal.
in the presentation, the new Switch games don't really look any better than the Switch 1 games. I mean, what are they using the new power of this console for exactly? And it's not like the Switch 2 really has any interesting gimmicks except maybe being able to use a Joy-Con as a mouse. That's something I would actually use. But nothing else I really gave a shit about. What, you gotta buy a special Nintendo camera peripheral and then use their discount Discord app? Which of course requires the Nintendo online service that you gotta pay every year for just to use.
That shit.
And this is Nintendo we're talking about, so you're probably gonna get banned for saying slurs. Likely use...
Okay. Like... don't say them. Dumbass. Like you can't me when I go 2 seconds without saying the N-word. Like literally.
Using AI in some fashion to detect your speech. Not to mention the elephant in the room of all of the grooming that no doubt is going to go on.
What do you mean by that? I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about the Smash Bros community, yeah, agreed. But that was not. That was like people from not this. Like, it's probably not the people you're thinking of. Is my point.
I wouldn't be shocked if this turns out to be the Omegle of Nintendo and people just start flashing their genitals at children. You know the type of people Nintendo fans are. Don't even pretend for a fucking second that I'm pulling.
Wait, yeah, if there's like a video system coming, yeah, I feel like that would be kind of problematic. You can't just like talk to random people, can you? I don't know, like, I guess as long as you like need a friend code to talk to somebody, like if you're like purposefully adding somebody, it's kind of on you at that point if they turn out to be some random freak, right? Like why are you adding some random freak from Reddit? Like you don't know this person. Yeah, like I'm sorry, if you get flashed, it's kind of on you at that point.
This idea out my ass. Honestly, this just seems like a horrible idea. I mean, this shit is a fucking joke. They even showed in the enhanced version of Mario Party that it had like Connect functionality with the stupid ass camera. So now,
like Nintendo though, like yeah, there are people who are gonna do that, but it's not like they're turning on the video for like every you can't just play and interact with random people. That's not a thing that like you can do on the Nintendo Switch, I don't think.
Now, Nintendo's copying off of Microsoft, which copied off
like you'll
of
generally
them.
know the people.
Not to mention, another thing with the physical games is that some of these carts don't even have the fucking game on them. So you're paying $10 extra for some worthless plastic, which then you just insert the card in your Switch and then have to download it online anyway. This whole thing is just fucking...
I mean, it's kind of like a hybrid, and it feels like the worst of both worlds, but if you really think about it, like, it feels like, again, that just kind of feels like a natural progression, right? Like, we want to optimize. Okay, so we need to optimize two things, right? We need to somehow make a game which is really good, but takes up a lot of space, right? And so we need to optimize how we store that space. So what can we do? We can make the entire thing downloadable. But if we do that, then the console has to store the entire thing on its by itself. That would be a big console, right? And also it would take a while to download, and that would suck. We could do cartridges, okay? But the cartridges could be really big as well. And, you know, like it's a physical item that you have to actually take care of and not break. So we have to make it sturdy. Or you could do both, right? You could do both. So like you have a tiny little cartridge that has enough storage on it. I don't know the exact logistics. I'm not an expert, but like the way that I'm picturing it, I think is like a hybrid between the two is not necessarily bad. You're getting the best of both worlds there, in my opinion.
Ridiculous, man. And I've heard some people give some
This was debunked. Was it debunked? Okay, if it was debunked, then everything I just said doesn't fucking matter.
kind of weird excuses for the prices, saying like, well, realistically,
You do have to download updates for the games though, right? You still have to download updates for them. So like it's still like you do need a cartridge and a Wi-Fi connection. I don't know.
things like free gacha games are way more expensive because
I don't think it's necessarily
over the course
bad,
of years, you'll
is my
probably
point.
spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if you're a whale, so that you can jerk off to your favorite slut's ass on screen. Which again, my
Ugh,
counter argument is,
dude?
gacha games are not fucking video games. I don't really care what these
I did not need to hear that while Kirby was on the screen, man. That's
Coomers do
gross.
with their free time. It's not exactly the same market. Another excuse is that if you adjust old game prices for inflation, video games should actually cost like $100 or more now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I told you. Like, he literally sat there. I didn't even do the math on that, and I was like, you know what? Like, it maths to me. Like, I literally did not even think about it. He literally sat there, did the research, and was like, huh, actually, if we account for inflation, like, video games should really be, like, over $100. And he didn't think about it for more than 2 seconds and still bitched about the price. It's like, dude, they literally are cheaper now than they were in 2005 if you account for inflation. Like, the price has gone down, dumbass.
But that never takes into account if the wages have inflated at the same rate, which
Okay. Yeah. But like but everything else went up higher. Like compare that to like anything else. It's still cheaper now than like no, like the cost of living, the way the cost of living rose, this did not rise with it. Like it's literally cheaper compared to the cost of living, the average cost of living now than it was back in 2005. It was a greater luxury item in 2005, a more expensive luxury item in 2005 than it is now, given the average like income. Right? I'm not crazy, right? It has not kept up with inflation.
they haven't. People are fucking poorer than ever. And again, you guys know I'm not a socialist or a communist or whatever the hell.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything correct here. I'm just letting you know, like, a basic fact of life that I don't personally want to fix it all.
But it doesn't matter if games should
stuff.
cost $120 or whatever ridiculous number. The only thing that matters is the value proposition to the customer. Yes, you can deceive people into spending more money with microtransactions or shitty copy-paste DLC.
That's all
the type of stuff
capitalism,
we've been seeing
dumbass.
since the PS3 era. But ultimately, they still have to convince you to buy the game. I would unironically pay $100 for a masterpiece, because a game that is
Okay.
truly a 10 out of 10 is extremely rare these days, no matter what journalists or shill YouTubers tell you. I don't think I've played a single new game release that I'd consider a masterpiece in the entire time that I've been making videos on this channel. So over
I can't really speak to that. I mostly just play trading card what is it? Card Shop Simulator. So I am playing this is an old game, so it's not relevant, but like I am playing The Walking Dead with Tina. So that's fun. We just finished chapter 1 last night. It was great. I'm trying to think of recent stuff I've played though, cuz like I mean Hades, right? That was really good. That was really well received. Like Katie is obsessed with it, and a lot of people are obsessed with it. It's a really good game. Indie games, right? I think there's like people always forget about indie games. Like when they think about like the gaming industry, quote unquote, they always think of like the big studios. And in many ways, the big studios have failed us, and that's true. But like indie games, there's no shortage of like creativity and different gameplay styles and like stories to tell. Like it is a treasure trove. Like we are in a golden age of gaming when it comes to indie games, you know? So I just like, I don't buy this narrative that like gaming sucks today. I just don't think it does. It's not a real thing. And to the extent that it does, mind you, that's because of fucking capitalism. Okay? Your side did this. If people had the shit that they needed to survive, just like the basic shit, they could focus on making beautiful fucking games. Because if you want somebody who's passionate about it, meet their basic needs. And then they will create for you. Build it and they will come.
5 years. So yes, with Nintendo games, typically you just pay one time and then you enjoy the game, which is
I'm not a
better than
socialist, guys.
most
Okay,
other
dude.
AAA releases, if we're being honest. But this shit is still scummy no matter which way you try to spin it. Another good example is that they're fucking selling you a tech demo that teaches you the features of the Switch 2. Yes, it costs money. This is something that would have been free software on the Wii. And even if
They're selling you a tech demo?
A tech demo to spin it. Another good example is that they're fucking selling you a tech demo that teaches you the features of the Switch 2. Yes, it costs money. This is something that would have been.
Hold on. Is this part of the tutorial of this game, or I'm confused? What's the complaint? I need to watch it again. I'm sorry.
Releases, if we're
I
being
don't think I
honest.
absorbed it.
But this shit is still scummy no matter which way you try to spin it. Another good example is that they're fucking selling you a tech demo that teaches you the features of the.
Oh, okay, I did misunderstand. Okay, sorry, or I didn't understand at all. Okay, yeah, that is really fucking stupid, actually. Like that, I can't say he's wrong on that. Yeah, no, that is really dumb.
The Switch 2. Yes, it costs money. This is something that would have been
That's
free
really stupid.
software on the Wii.
Just make the Switch $10 more at that point. Y'all, it's already like $2,000 thanks to Trump tariffs. You might as well make it $2,010.
And even if we just take the presentation itself at face value, the show was fucking ass. Half of it was literally just ports or slight upgrades on older games that they can sell to you again. Though I guess you pay less money if you get the upgrade. Oh, and did you guys notice that they slipped in that the Switch 2 isn't entirely backwards compatible? It's only select games.
No, no. Oh, that sucks ass, dude. What? No, I'm actually... Why did you send me this video of all videos to react to? Like, I agree with most of it. I'm sorry, like... Yeah, what the Switch 2 is doing is really fucking stupid. There were a couple funny moments, like where he was a dumbass, but like, I mean, he's not wrong about all this Switch stuff. I just feel like I could have reacted to a video where I disagreed with him more, because like this is really fucking dumb.
That we know what the full selection is. And to touch on the wokeness subject again. they're
Yes.
fucking
Okay. Wait. We're back. We're so back.
developing a wheelchair basketball game. Are you fucking?
Yes, this is okay. Never mind. I take it back. This is what I'm here for. Literally complaining about wheelchair basketball. Why? Don't buy it. Just don't buy it, brother. Like, oh, you don't have to. Okay. If it like it looks cool. Yeah, it does. It does look cool. It looks like fucking Rocket League a little bit, right?
They're fucking developing a wheelchair basketball game. Are you fucking kidding me? This had its
Who
own
cares?
trailer during the show. So what is
Who cares? Okay. Yeah, some people are in fucking wheelchairs and all they're just trying to live their damn lives and they live their lives differently than ours, and that inspired that game. And it looks cool, okay? It looks like it looks good. Okay? Like it's basic, sure, but like it's wild, like the shit that people get upset about. You know, I can't imagine being this disgusting inside.
What does that leave us with that's actually exciting from the Switch 2 reveal? Well, we have Mario Kart World, which I have to admit does look pretty damn good, even though I'm not a fan of sandboxes in general, the way that it looks like it's being handled in this game is really interesting. There's Donkey Kong Bonanza, which again, I have to admit, does look good. It looks fun. I love when you can destroy environments in video games. Though I hate the new Donkey Kong design, and I know I'm far from the only one. I just can't...
I'm mixed. I can see myself getting used to it. They're trying to harken back to like the classic one, right? But like I do think that the newer model is like, when I say newer, I mean like the one before this. I just think it looks better. I think it was I don't know. I could get used to it, I guess. It's not terrible.
Can't stop thinking of Seth Rogen's obnoxious laugh, and I just hate how friendly he looks now. The Rare design was perfect. Now he just looks...
Okay, yeah, he's kind of right. He looks very, like, corporate friendly.
And I just hate how friendly he looks now. The Rare design was perfect. Now he just looks like a harmless goofball. Of course, there's Metroid Prime 4, but that's also on the Switch 1, so you don't need to buy a Switch 2 for that. And I'll be honest, it really doesn't look that great. Metroid Prime 1 is in my top 10 favorite games of all time, but the Metroid Prime 4 footage just didn't show anything interesting at all.
I sent it as an example of what modern Gamergate looks like. Okay, I got you, okay. I mean, I like, he's got, okay, so here's the thing, right? He's like got some pretty good gamer takes. So, you know, like... The problem becomes you agree with him on some of these basic gamer things, and then you kind of get roped into the sauce, right? Like he drowns you in the sauce, and so next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, you're advocating for ethnostates, and that's not a good thing to do. So you got to be careful out there, folks. Okay, it's crazy out there.
The psychic gimmick doesn't really look fun. It was just used to open doors and shoot a homing shot. Oh, wow. Do we even know if we can switch beam types in this one? Because that was my biggest problem with Prime 3, that they got rid of the whole switching guns feature, which made Prime unique in the first place. And of course, the final interesting game they showed, which I, sort of implied that I was interested in at the beginning, is Kirby Air Riders.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Guys,
hyped.
Kirby Air Ride 2 was in my list of games that are never getting a fucking sequel in a million years. So honestly, I am a little excited. I never thought I could get excited for another game release. Yeah, I'll be honest, I am. I actually really wanted that game to get made. Now, obviously, I'm not that excited because Dragon's Dogma was another game I thought would never get a sequel, and well, you saw how mediocre that sequel was last year. But between this game and Okami 2, at least there's a couple things I'm looking forward to in the future. The thing is, out of these 4 games, only one is actually releasing on launch day. That being Mario Kart World, which is also bundled with the console.
Does he do any more funny stuff?
Donkey Kong Bonanza is coming out just a month later, so at least it's a launch window title. But Metroid Prime 4 still doesn't even have a fucking official release date. I can only assume it's coming out at the end of this year, unless it gets delayed yet again. And as a game that was trapped in development hell for like 7 fucking years, because you might remember it was revealed...
You know the Markiplier dangling keys meme I showed you guys on Tuesday? I feel like that, except for like when he starts to get racist. Once he starts to get racist, that's like the dangling keys for me. Then I'm fully alert and paying attention. But I have not. I've been tuned out for like the past 20 seconds.
With the Switch 1, I don't exactly have high hopes that it's going to be as good as Prime 1 or 2. And supposedly Kirby Air Riders is also coming out this year, but we didn't see any gameplay, so I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed. And some of you might be thinking, well, I'm forgetting a game. That being the From Software game Dusk Blood, which has to be the worst title they've come up with yet. It reminds me of Dustborn. And look, I was as hyped as everyone else when I thought this was going to be the unofficial Bloodborne 2. But as it turns out, it is a PvPvE game. You know, like Hunt Showdown or something to that effect. Yeah, I'm fucking out, dude. I don't care. From Software had their last hurrah with Elden Ring and Armored Core 6, and it looks like now their golden years are finally done, and they're going to sink into the abyss. That is just my prediction for the future based on Elden Ring Night Rain, and I'm sure as soon as influencers get to touch this, we're going to hear similarly worrying feedback. I don't think anyone buys From Software games for a shitty forced online experience. We play because they're awesome single-player games. Or at least they used to be. I'm kind of sick of them now, but they're still high quality at the end of the day. I can admit that. And another thing, too, that...
Alec Hunter X Actual Jake collab when? I would collab with Actual Jake. I'm just like a little nervous about reaching out because like I feel like I'm bothering people, so like I just don't. That's part of the reason I'm bad at reaching out. But yeah, I would. I've done a Cirrus collab, and I know Cirrus and Jake are friends, so you know I've already kind of gotten in with him. He's pretty chill. I debated him on his stream. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I like I don't remember if I watched all of that, but yeah, I remember that happened. But yeah, I like Jake. He's great.
That I'm sure like 5 people are excited about is that they're adding GameCube games to the Switch on.
I met Cirrus at MagFest. Yeah, Cirrus is great. Cirrus has never done anything wrong ever. In fact,
Line Plus service or whatever the hell. Have none of you people ever heard of Dolphin? I guarantee it's gonna fucking run better than Nintendo's own emulator. And it's for free, no less. You have to pay like $50 a year just to play a few GameCube games on Switch 2.
Be racist.
So yes, I realize I'm rambling a bit here, and there's plenty of other things I could cover, like the fact that the Switch 2 only comes with 256 gigabytes of storage, which is pitifully small in this day and age, especially when you're going to have to probably download half your games anyway. But I think I more or less covered.
Okay, I've had enough. I can't do the last 2 minutes. Sorry. So I guess what we're to take from this is he doesn't have the worst gamer takes, but when it comes to like important stuff, you know, like trans rights and the basic rights of various minority groups, and respecting and just not being a dick in general, you know, he's kind of shitty. So yeah, that was kind of my take on Synthetic Man. I think the funny stuff is done. Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe. Does he do any? Here, let's see what he's doing in his live.
Couldn't.
Let's tune back in.
You'll be waiting a long time for that explanation.
He was cooking earlier. He was really doing the racism. He was cooking up some delicious racism earlier. And transphobia.
He should have been the hero of the story. But that would not please the Uckman, the Cuckman. He would not be happy.
All
right.
What?
Well, that's where we gotta end it for today.
No, I just got
We're
back
almost
here.
at the end,
oh,
though.
well. Funny lad. Okay, I'm going to take a brief break, and then I will be right back to generate more slop for the algorithm gods. All right, I'm back. KC, democracy is anti-equity and anti-equality. Prove me wrong. I mean, do you want to hop on the stream? I'm willing to chat about it. I just like, I don't want to do it over your text. Like, if it's just going to be between me and you in the chat, I'd rather have like a, not necessarily face to face. I don't have to see your face, but like, I would like to talk to you person to person. Normal people can be shit too, not to humanize Nazis, but because they're not human. No. What the concept that you're getting at is very true. The concept is anybody can become a Nazi. Everybody's susceptible to it because, and we know that scientifically, because when scientists and medical experts studied the Nazis back after the Nuremberg trials, I believe, they didn't want to release their findings. Nobody wanted to release their findings, and it was crazy because like everybody thought like, oh my god, like what would drive a person to do this? Like this must be some kind of crazy mental illness, a physical difference perhaps in their brain structure. Like no, none of that, none of it. It was just they're normal people, you know, and that's scary. That's more scary than anything because that means that anybody's susceptible to it. You know, I mean, if you think you're not, there are like people who consider themselves leftists who suck really bad. Like they are equivalent to Nazis. You know, Nazis, right? Or some tankies, a lot of tankies. So everybody's susceptible to it. See the Stanford prison experiment? Blue eyes, brown eyes experiment. It was a major field of study in psychology. I'll have to look into that at some point. We must make more content. The content gods call. What else do we have? What other delicious raw minerals do we have that we can refine into a nice slop? A nice juicy slop for the content gods. Already came out of stuff. Get more stuff! Did their chat went into Shadow Realm? Oh, KC? Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Schizo Jack. Welcome. I could say Nuxinor, but his vids are really long. Does he have a clips channel? He does not. Yeah, his vids are pretty long. Did I just get robbed? I tried sending a 10 to apologize for the Death Note clip and it's gone. Did it show up in chat? Shit, I don't know, dude. Hold on. Let me look at the site chat. I have it in my OBS setup, but I don't... Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm sorry. I can't help. He's the lolly guy that Asmongold watches. Oh, Nuxinor is? Oh, let's look at Asmongold. What has he produced lately? What has he shit out lately? Asmongold. His videos are pretty long too. 1000% tariff is not enough. There are no winners in this tariff war. How is she still molding? It's 26 minutes. No fucking way Trump said this. His upload times are all over the place, but I can't shit on him for... Wait, 4 hours? Oh, he uploads like full gameplay videos. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else find it funny that the modern faces of white supremacy are an African, an immigrant, a black rapper, a Jewish troll, a gay Mexican, and an old man that looks like if Palpatine was a Tamaranian? Yeah, I mean, like, that's, like, that, it was always power versus, I know it's just a joke. I know you're just joking. I'll just leave it at that. Good joke. Good one. Let's see. Okay, let me look at his clips channel. Maybe there's a longer clip we can grab. I'm gonna go clips. What we got? Wait, what's his problem with Bernie Sanders? Okay, I want to see his problem with Bernie Sanders.
Let me see if I can find this here.
We'll make a short one. So apparently, Asmongold has a problem with Bernie Sanders, and I want to get to the bottom of why. I don't think Bernie Sanders is like a perfect person by any stretch. Nobody is. Not a perfect politician either. I think that I disagreed with him when he folded on, like, not folded. He supported Biden even when everybody else was calling for Biden to drop out, and that felt kind of like a pussy move to me. And I do disagree with the Justice Dems for doing that. I know they were hedging their bets, but like the writing was on the wall and they were bullshitting their constituents. So my point in all this is Bernie has done things I don't agree with. But overall, when I see people like Asmongold saying that like they don't like Bernie, I get suspicious that they're not on the same page as me. So let's see what his problem with the Bernster is.
So let me see if I can find this here. There was some weird, stupid thing that happened with Bernie Sanders today.
Paul, we're back with Senator Bernie Sanders. I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat. Grace?
They, them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
Good evening, Senator Sanders. Polling and turnout data.
That's a man who just realized he's not going to see another Democrat win in the rest of his life.
That's just what he looks like, man. Like, no, Bernie Sanders is openly like supporting of trans people. Like he's probably come across this in his days of activism. Like there's like he doesn't care.
Are you kidding? Y'all still doing this shit?
Oh, we are so fucked.
I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights
that
attorney.
it?
She's a Democrat. Grace?
They, them pronouns, actually.
That's it?
Thank you.
Oh.
Polling and turnout data indicate.
This is what passes for content these days in right-wing circles, dude. I would be drowning in money if like I could have like a fraction of the if I could have the fraction of the shame and disgrace that Asmongold has, I'd be loaded. I'd be set for life. Like it's really this easy. I can't believe that.
Indicate that men of all racial demographics are turning away from the Democratic Party.
I love why is it that men are turning away from the Democratic Party? I think you might have just answered that question yourself. You just don't know it.
Because of they, them pronouns? Dog, we've been using they, them, like singular they, them pronouns since like fucking the 1900s. Like, who gives a shit? This is what you worry yourself with, man? Clean your fucking room. Okay? How about you quit using a dead rat as a fucking alarm clock or letting it eat the semen off of your pants? You know? Like, how about you clean up your own fucking life first? Disgusting. Yeah, no, the real freak shit is using they, them pronouns. Not the fact that I literally woke up to the smell of a rotting rat carcass. That was my alarm clock, by the way. I'm Asmongold, and I freely admit that. But no, the they, thems are the freaks, right, man? Right? Right, man? That's the narrative you're going with? Yeah, okay, buddy. Got it. Got
he and she, okay, right? But anything beyond he and she, That's a no Peruski.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this
most
guy.
People. I'm sorry. Now, you might think that it shouldn't be. You might think this identity that I've invented for myself, this is real and everybody needs to agree with me. But I can guarantee you that they do not. And so that's...
It doesn't hurt you at all to do it. Like, it literally doesn't. Just, like, it might take some getting used to, but fucking get used to it. Like, it's fine. It's really not a big deal. Like, you already use singular they, them. It's just in different contexts. Just figure it out. I did. Figure it the fuck out. You're a big boy, okay? Clean your fucking room and figure it out.
That's it. Not even Z or Zer. Nope.
Ugh. I hate him so much. Like, I literally went in here thinking, oh, maybe he has something interesting to say about Bernie Sanders. You know? Something that Bernie Sanders did or said that he disagrees with, and an actual take that I can, like, extract some meaning from. But no, it was just, oh, they them pronouns, look, they them pronouns, like, dude, like, you're disgusting. You're like, you're the missing link. I genuinely think that Asmongold might be the missing link, you know? Like, it's impressive how stupid and disgusting of a person he is. Also, serious question, why are conservatives still saying trans rights are the reasons Dems lose when it wasn't a top issue in exit polls? Because they're idiots. What more reason do you need? Like, they're idiots. Most of them are idiots. Some of them are genuinely just evil, and they hate you. And a lot are both. I don't want to watch Matt Walsh tonight. I can't do it. It's just not that kind of night. Okay, we covered Asmongold. Again. He's an actual gremlin. I feel like that term is too endearing for him. Goblin, maybe, but even that is like, that's an insult to goblins when you really think about it. Golem is pretty accurate, though. Although I would even say Golem is more sympathetic, in my opinion. Like, I sympathize more with Golem than I do with Asmongold. Because Golem was, like, literally driven insane by, like, the most powerful artifact in the entire fucking universe. You know?
My bad for the Death Note clip. I figured if it was a meme edit, it would be fine, but I guess not. Also because we're all thinking it depressedly, when the hell are we getting Silk's song?
Thank you for the $10. You don't have to be sorry. Like, it's not... As long as you're not linking me like fucking porn or something that, like, if I even flash it for 1 second on the screen, I'll get, like, I'll get banned off of YouTube. Like, if it's not anything like that, it's not a big deal. Copyrighted content is just, like, you might not even know it's copyrighted. I just have to, like, make sure that it's not before I play it. I appreciate you being careful, though. And for the $10. Thank you. What is this? Oh, hold on. Is this more delicious content? More yummy content?
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here.
The quartering, he's kind of hit or miss. Okay, what is this? Woke professor attacks kid in MAGA hat. Trump responds to woke universities by freezing all funds. Maybe. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just see.
Alec.
Was he about to say my name? Trump dominates China. Woke psychos try destroying local business for being conservatives, and it backfires, hopefully. Wait, what did they do? That one sounds interesting. Wait, this one sounds wait, is it okay if we do this one? That one, Kerbal, or are you pretty insistent that you'd rather me watch this one? I don't know why I didn't read that time. Also, quick warning for everyone in chat. A friend of mine warned that the that the question SI and everything after it in YouTube links can lead to doxing if they hate you enough. Really? I don't know. You might want to. I don't want to say that that's factual. You might want to look into the legitimacy of that claim. But we appreciate the warning nonetheless. You can never be too careful. Thank you. I didn't even read that one. I was just suggesting the channel in general. This one, hold on. This one, where was it? Woke Psychos.
You know,
I think this one sounds interesting. I think I could do this one. What's the quartering's name again? Jeremy or something? I need to know his name before I start. I need to know how to properly address him. It's Jeremy? Oh, nice. I got it. Okay. Hey, Jerry. Okay, I don't cover the quartering very often, but I'll make an exception this time because the story sounds interesting to me and I am intrigued. I need to know about this, these woke psychos trying to destroy our small businesses for the simple crime of being fascists.
You know, a lot of people, you know, it's kind of become a meme on this channel of like, I'm under attack. Like, I get that. And I also understand that I'm probably one of the most annoying people imaginable when it comes to, you know, pushing things, you know, like my coffee or, you know, the amazing Trump cookbooks now that have 120, over 100 recipes, things like that.
Okay. Are you advertising it right now, or are you just like sharing that you have that? Like that's just a thing that you share that you have purchased from Donald Trump. Okay, dude.
But also kind of the people that come after me are so deranged and so weird. I never really understand their tactics. So like,
yeah, not weird like me, the guy who purchased over 120 delicious dishes from Donald Trump. Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's like they paid base level cooks to like throw some fucking recipes in there, or maybe they got ChatGPT to do it. Who knows? I hope it tastes like shit. You know, I hope ChatGPT fucked one of them up. It didn't get caught in the editing process, and it tastes like shit.
Last week I told you about this Twitter dork that like
Grok AI cookbook
fake, you know,
step 1, place toaster in bath.
Customer service requests to waste time of my customer service team.
Why does it sometimes play it? Okay. Sending this one with Google Play credit, but according to this friend, it's just a code ran through that sends advertisement data that somehow leads to people possibly finding your email. It's complex. Okay, James, you're going to have to look into that more. I just don't know the legitimacy of the claim. Like, sure, like, I don't want to say you're wrong. I just don't know that it's true, and I don't want to be spreading, like, you know, scaring people unnecessarily. So I would just I'm not saying I don't trust you, but like, I just don't know. So thank you for another $10 though. I very much appreciate that.
There are people, and you guys always respond, by the way, you know, like you guys went hard on those founders
That's
packs.
pathetic.
If you have a founders pack, by the way, you're getting the email. You should be getting an email today about when they're coming.
Chill. Buy my shit. Buy my shit.
Maggie, when
buy my shit.
Yeah, we have a few items we're waiting on, but pretty
for
soon.
you to buy.
But you know, I get it. I know people get annoyed with the content. Oh, Meta PCs.
Give me fucking money.
Oh, you know. But what I've always wanted to do is build at least one thing that could maybe sustain my family outside of YouTube. Which is why I started, you know, Coffee Brand Coffee. Which is why I called it Coffee Brand Coffee.
Get it. Buy it. Buy it, you fucking piglet.
Get it. And then just cashing out, you know, buying
liberal tears. Liberal tears, you love that.
And things like that.
Jingling-a-ling-a-ling. Jingling-a-ling-a-ling.
So that
you love liberal tears.
You know, I didn't want
Jingling-a-ling-a-ling. Look at the keys.
Like drop ship coffee. I'm not going to call anyone out in particular, but it's very easy. I could have went to this company in like New York and they'll handle everything, right? I tell them, here are the stickers I want on the bag. Give me a Colombian, give me whatever. And I would make $10 a bag, and it would be whatever mediocre coffee that, you know, is out there. And I would have made a lot more money doing that. But you don't own anything then. So you spend years cashing out extra money, but you didn't own anything. You don't put any blood, sweat, and tears into it. You know, yesterday alone, we had 3 people doing cupping here of 6 new.
I think I'm gonna head to bed. It's 4:32 for me. My brother in Christ, it is 3:02 for me. How is it 4:32 for you? I don't think that's how time works on the planet Earth.
Blends that we're working, so it's like grinding the beans, tasting it, providing feedback, getting it re-roasted. This takes a lot of time. So it kind of broke my heart when people who are, you know, who don't care for me decided that, you know, I've been very honest about, hey, our Mother's Day gift.
Wait, the videos about his company. No. Oh no, poor Jerry. Oh no, poor Jerry. Oh, the leftists got him. The leftist mob got him. No. Woke psychos destroyed my humble local business. Is it actually about him?
Box thing on Amazon is the biggest deal we have. We usually sell out on our own website, but I made the huge gamble of putting it on Amazon and making way less money in hopes of finding more people. Well, reviews are extremely important, and that's why I said, hey,
they review both of me. No, it's over.
Please come back and leave a review.
I'm ruined.
Reviews are important. It's how you rank. It's how, you know, a normie would buy it. I mean,
no, it's funny when we do it. This is illegal when you do it. No, we can do it to video games that have black people in it, but when you do it to us, it's cheating. That's cheating. No, you can't do that.
My coffee is now allowed to be.
You can't do that.
Free overnight.
That's our thing.
You just have to pay $15 on my website to ship it. So it's
shut the fuck up. I don't want to buy your shit, Jerry.
Reviews are starting to come in. But then I noticed this 1-star review, and I was like, that's odd, because really the only people that
not a 1-star review. All of my products are perfect. This is impossible.
Are buying it right now are people who have bought it before or who will hopefully buy it after this video to get their Mother's Day gift out of the way, but to support the channel. I know that the gift box, I know it's on the pricier side. My hope is that with Amazon, by next year, I'll be able to sell this same box for 15% less money and make the same amount. But I noticed this odd 1-star review where everything, you know, look at all these verified purchases, 5.
I must investigate further.
5 with pictures, so you know they actually bought it.
I absolutely love the box and the number of items that came in this package. I'm also really pleased it comes with a medium roast as well as a flavored coffee. Bonus, getting the universal K-Cup in case the person typically uses K-Cups. I know my mom will love this. It would make an excellent present for any occasion. I've also tried their medium roast before, and it's super fresh and great tasting. I'll continue buying Coffee Brand coffee, and I am really excited to try their dark roast next time. That's AI as fuck. No, I'm sorry. Like, that's ChatGPT. That's ChatGPT. No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Like, nobody buys your shit.
So I'm like, what the heck? A 1-star review? Let me look at this. And then look at this thing they wrote. All this long. And then they give it a 1-star. And guess what?
Wait. What does it say? Here, does it get into what it says? If it says something stupid,
what a coincidence. Really funny. This person is not a verified purchaser. I mean, look at the kind of reviews.
Not good for large dogs.
Leaves. Product
That's
engineering
so
fail.
Funny.
Not a good idea. No idea why this.
Oh, he's so triggered. He's so pissed.
Would not trust this item to hold up to a large dog.
It's like, look at this. Look. It says not good for large dogs. Wait a minute. What's the product again? It says coffee. Yeah, not good for large dogs. Wait a minute.
Those too flimsy.
It's not for large dogs.
You
simpleton.
Asked if the leash was for the dog
you
or for
scallywag.
Her, so at least it'll get some use. Like what? He writes this whole thing, which is I even ran it through Grok. Here's what Grok said.
Yes.
I said, does this?
Let's consult Grok.
Suspect. Here's what Grok said.
Well, let's consult the Grok Council. Very good, good sir.
A few elements could raise questions about the authenticity when scrutinized. The pricing math, $20 per item for 5
What a
items,
joke
seems
of a
slightly
man.
off over the oversimplified $100 for a package with 6 items. Might suggest
Jerry
an
real?
exaggeration of the price or lack of precision. The mention of the company.
Oh no! It's a good thing I moved to the bottom left because I didn't realize that Jeremy here was the only other person on the fucking internet still using the top left of the screen. Very glad that we made that switch. Now he is left alone.
Company being tied to a conservative political YouTube channel feels oddly specific and could hint at
How long is he going to talk about his product? This is the video, okay? I was like confused at first because he's like this is nothing but an ad read, which it is nothing but an ad read, mind you. Like this is literally just to make no mistake about it. Like he just wanted an opportunity to shill his shit and get people to buy, okay? Like he's not doing well in sales, I'm sure. I'm sure if you check, he's probably not doing very well in sales lately. So he's like, how do I motivate my base? He might have fabricated this whole fucking thing, okay? It'd be really funny if he didn't. I don't give a shit. But like he might have. I don't trust him. So he could have, sure. But like even if he didn't, like he just saw, you know what? I don't even want to give him credit for it. No, he just saw people thought it would be funny to one-star bomb his fucking review section, and he got pissy about it. And he's like, you know what? Actually, though, this could be a great opportunity for me. I could mobilize my base of dumbasses to buy my slop. Okay, I can make lemonade out of lemons here. Yeah. Like, the 2 functioning brain cells left up there clicked, and they were like, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. We
that
got
he
something
fabricated or exaggerated detail to push a narrative, though it's not implausible. The review is also quite long and polished for a casual user. It might suggest that it was written with extra care or intent to hurt the company. That's exactly what this review did. Now, I reported it. Who knows if Amazon will
I
remove
reported
it.
it. No, you gave me 1-star review. I report you. No, you can't do that. That's illegal.
But this
you
is
go
why
to
I'm
jail.
so, like, this review is bad enough to tank our score. Like, that's why verified
I
reviews...
send you to El
Look at
Salvador.
this. My younger brother excitedly presented this as a gift purchase for my mother's birthday in 2 weeks. Asking for... So, you bought it for your mom's birthday, even though it's a Mother's Day box. First question mark. Now watch. This is how I know it's a lie. This is why I'm asking people for my birthday, which is tomorrow, to pick
Tell
up the
him,
Mother's Day
Jerry.
gift box. And when you get it, take a picture, leave a review.
He's sleuthing.
Or if you don't want the Mother's Day gift box, pick up any
Watch
of our
him
other
sleuth.
coffee, and take a picture, leave a review.
He's got it all figured out.
So first of all, here he says it's for the birthday, right? At first, I had trouble believing this actually costs $100.
So wait a minute. Is this okay? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if it's literally just this one-star review. Cause here I was thinking like at least a few people got the idea to review bomb him. Is he actually losing his mind over one-star review? No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. No, he actually is. I thought that like he was leading into no, because I literally thought that he was like leading into this is just the beginning. And then he like shows us like at least a solid dozen, right? Like a baker's dozen, maybe, like of 1-star reviews. Is this it? That's wild work. I feel so bad for you, man. I'm sorry. This is tragic.
Which led me to the product website and ultimately here. Indeed, it is what you get for $100. There are 6 items in the package. Let's assume the packages inside are good quality.
This is incredible.
Obviously, we'll not know.
How do people watch this garbage? I'm thoroughly entertained, okay? I'm fully invested in this narrative.
For sure, until mom opens her present.
I don't know about you.
But I'll give the benefit of the doubt
This
here.
is
you
drama.
You left
This
me
is
a
good.
1-star review, you asshole. Right? You left me a
It's like a
1-star
soap
review.
opera.
You didn't even try the coffee. The reusable K-cup adapter, first, is nothing special, but it's nice to include.
I'm a
Fair.
woman. I
It is
like
nothing
drama.
special. Doesn't really add
That's,
much value since a
that's
4-pack
sexist or
of those
something.
are under $10. It does add value because if you're giving a gift, now you can know that the person who gets it actually you know, if they don't have a K-cup, if they only have a K-cup machine, they can still use the coffee. That's the whole point of it. I'm not selling the K-cup adapter. It's like
It kind of just seems like like I thought this was like some leftist who was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stick a 1-star review." Like it kind of seems like a genuinely good review, doesn't it? Like it seems like well thought out here. What was the thing earlier about not for large dogs? I'm confused. Is that what the reviewer said? It's not good for large dogs. I mean, maybe they're trolling. 709. Hold on. Let me go back. I need to make sure. So, no. This is a different one. Oh, no. This is for a leash. How did I fuck that up? What? Wait, why is he looking at this leash, though? I lost the plot a little bit. So he's looking at the leash because it's the same customer? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused. I thought that they left this... My thinking was he left this review not good for large dogs and, like, was trolling. Sorry, I was confused. Anyway, we're back to this.
Have a K-cup, if they only have a K-cup machine, they can still use the coffee. That's the whole point of it. I'm not selling the K-cup adapter. It's like a free add-in.
This seems like a genuine
coffee,
review.
Medium roast and blueberry cobbler. Note, these bags are only 12 ounces and retail for $17.99 on the store. This is shockingly expensive for coffee and multiple times more expensive than any other Colombian coffee on the market. That's verifiably false also. Buying them in this prepackaged box is somehow more expensive than buying them individually. That's because the box itself costs me more than $5 to print because I buy them in America.
This is so much worse than I thought it was. Like I went into this thinking that my initial thought was that like he was going to go over somebody else's small business, right? Like a news story, perhaps. Oh, they TP'd a small business or something, a Tesla maybe. I don't know, like something interesting in the news. And then I was like, oh, okay, so he's like doing his little ad read thing. And I'm like, okay, well, when do we get to the good shit? And then I realized, oh, he's talking about himself. Oh, he's like the humble small business that got ransacked by these woke psychos, as he calls them. So I was like, oh, okay, so what are we talking about here? What did they do? And he's like, oh, they gave me bad reviews on my products on Amazon Prime. They left mean reviews. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we still have something here. Like review bombing kind of sucks. No. It's just like this one guy. It was just this one guy, okay? It was just like one guy, and he was very mean. And I said, okay. And at this point, I'm kind of over it, but I'm also just curious to like keep prodding and see what other juice I can get out of it. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? Fine. Okay, what did he say? A death threat, perhaps? No. He actually left a pretty well thought out review about the product. My man, he probably like... This is your woke psychos? Plural? Okay. Good work.
The three snacks, yogurt covered pretzels, blah, 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 are even worse. There's not enough honey sticks in the package.
You don't understand. This is a fucking psyop.
There are 4
the
for
feds
$1.
are after me
you
on
can
this.
Get a 50 pack at Walmart for $15. Again, why didn't you go do that? But again,
this is
upon
so
questioning
bad.
My brother further, he admitted the company belongs to a conservative political YouTube channel that he follows, and he bought it to support.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now, okay. I can cede back some credit, okay? Because now we're getting into the the wokeism. Got it. But okay, dude, but like this sounds legitimate to me, okay? Like no leftist that I know of would ever think to go onto your review page, leave a 1-star review and then like make it a legitimate review of your product, okay? Nobody. Like they'd all fucking troll you or tell you to, do that to yourself. But like they wouldn't do this. By the way, don't tell the people to do that to themselves. It's bad. But I can think of some who might. But like they wouldn't do this. Like this is too much effort. Like it's for what? What's the payoff? Like this is not like like this person bought your product, didn't like it, and then somebody was like, "Hey, do you know this guy has like a conservative YouTube channel, right?" So like, yeah.
A political influencer.
I buy it.
Then went on a very strange tangent I'd rather not get into. There is all the evidence. This is why I reported it. I mean, if you think this review is bogus, I think, you know, I understand why people are reporting. Like, this is such
bogus, man.
And it's going to hurt.
There's
my
nothing
company
legitimate here
because it gets displayed prominently at the top of the product reviews now. This person didn't buy the product. He isn't the verified purchaser.
He didn't buy it.
He's a leftist. And he thought, I don't like that I bought it from a conservative, so I'm going to write this super...
He's a leftist. He's a leftist. He disagrees with me, so he's a leftist. He's a leftist. He has to. He disagrees that women are property. No. You don't understand. He's a leftist. He's a leftist.
Reddit review about it. That brings me to the final gripe with the product. The packaging.
Hello, Chuck Wilson.
It comes in a generic branded box. What do you mean generic? It's custom printed. It's not generic.
It's not generic.
So it looks like it looks like it went through hell.
How dare
that's
you?
Not on me. That's Amazon shipping, bud. Unsure how much this was on Amazon's end or if it happened before shipping. But I see other
how
pictures
dare
of boxes
you?
Also damaged. I saw one picture of
my
that in
soul.
which we reached out and we're like, we'll give you a new box. And the customer said, nah, dude, it's
Harumph, I say.
And again, we didn't even have to do that. That's Amazon's fault. I went to the
It wasn't
website
my
inside
fault.
the boxes begging
It probably wasn't his fault, but I think it's funny to blame him for it anyway.
you to leave a review. And the chocolate covered beans were listed at this individually. I don't like the value. I ended up giving my brother half, but insisted we'll be repackaging this item in a proper gift bag, giving it to mom. And he will need to check with me before we split any more gift purchases in the future. Very disappointed as I feel he was manipulated into purchasing an overpriced product from an online influencer.
This is so embarrassing. How do you post this? Like, this is so fucking embarrassing. Like, literal, like, man baby shit. Holy shit. He's, like, having a fucking hissy fit. What the hell, Jerry? Jerry, calm down, dude. Like, chill the fuck. Like, dude. What? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it could be a fucking centrist. Maybe he just thinks that women deserve rights. You know, like unlike you. Like, oh God, it's so embarrassing. It's tragically embarrassing.
Does anybody in chat think that this dickwad actually bought my product? He mentions absolutely nothing
Chat,
in this review that he could not
support
have gleaned
me
from
on
the
this,
product
chat.
photo.
His emotional support chat is there.
It says we asked for a review like everybody. There's nothing wrong, right?
We asked them to review, and they did, and I disagree with the review, and now I'm upset, and that's what this video is about. Like, dude, okay, this is just, oh my God, like woke leftists, woke psychos trying to destroy my business by leaving a 1-star review. It's destroyed. It's over. It's destroyed. I'm convinced 1000% now that this was just a bit. Like, this had to be set up, right? Like, I think that he's stupid enough to think that, like, he could just make a fake account and people would buy it, you know? Like, I mean, it's like, even if that is what like, even if this is real, I still think it's pathetic and hilarious that he would make this video, but I would totally buy that he also just made it the fuck up.
He sells himself out. And then now look what happens when you go to the reviews. When you look at the reviews,
No, don't understand.
it says, oh, it's not showing.
No, listen, this is a big deal, dude. Don't understand yet. Just wait. Just wait. Just let me cook for a minute, okay? I'm cooking.
This time, but it shows prominent. Oh, if I go to reviews, maybe this one.
He's cooking?
It gave like top reviews and then like top negative reviews. So
Okay.
like, I don't care about people reporting this guy. I mean, I hope Amazon takes that review down.
Wait, what were the other reviews? Wait. What were the other reviews? Absolutely delicious in every sense. Highly recommend. Looks amazing.
The thing is that literally this review makes me think he just hates the fact that the product was made by an influencer more so than the conservative part. Like he clearly just thinks the product is shit and also thinks it's corporate YouTuber slop.
Why is that not the voice I like? Thank you very much for 100 biddies, James with a Z. Appreciate you. Sorry, I have to reread that, though. Yeah, I can see how, yeah. Like, he just, like they're annoyed that, like, some fucking YouTuber is, like, trying to sell their shit, their slop, you know, and it's not, like, quality slop. It's probably just low quality slop, man. Like, yeah, your shit probably just sucks. I would buy that, yeah. I wouldn't buy that, actually. I wouldn't. It's terrible. Anyway, I was saying something, but I forget.
I don't care about people reporting this guy. I mean,
oh, no, I was looking at the reviews. Yeah, they're like, yeah, treat yourself or others, verified purchase. The most pretzels are super addictive. Is his point that all the other ones are verified purchases?
This one, it gave like top reviews and then like top negative reviews. So like, I don't care about people reporting this guy. I mean, I hope Amazon takes that review down.
Well, I'm not telling people to like report this person. I'm not like saying that you should go to this person's Amazon page and click the report button by using the instructions I listed in the comments below, the pinned comment. I'm not saying you should do that, but like, I mean, you could, and I wouldn't care. I'm just like letting you know that that is a possible thing that you can do. For the crime of this person giving me a 1-star review, you could just raid their Amazon channel and get them fucking banned off the platform or something. That'd be, you know, that is a possible
What
thing
would
you
be
can do.
more helpful is if people picked up their Mother's Day gift box. Yes, it is on the pricey side, but it's just me. I'm not drop shipping it. Like we literally
yeah.
hand packed these boxes.
You're
Like
gonna
we
have to
hand
spend
packed
a little
every
money,
box. This
dumbass.
isn't from, you know, from China.
Oh, dude, you're so bad at advertising. It's a little on the pricey side. No, you don't advertise like that. You say, yeah, fuck you. It's $50, okay? Or whatever it is, $99, okay? Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Do you know how much fucking work we put into this? You know how good it's going to taste in your dumb little mouth, okay? Yeah, $100 or no deal. Sorry, dumbass. Your choice to miss out. You only live once, okay? You'll never taste anything like it, so fuck you then. It's at least 100. I'm giving you the deal of a lifetime if you think about it. Sell it. Sell it, dipshit.
China.
It's not hard. I just ad-libbed
This guy's
that.
trying to smear my business. And again, he's not even a verified reviewer. I reported it, but who knows?
I
Maybe
know
if,
it's
like,
a little
100 people
pricey,
report
but
it,
like,
it'll get taken down.
over
He's
it.
very obviously giving me a negative review because he doesn't like my YouTube channel. My entire business's growth depends on selling out of these Amazon bots.
Stochastic terrorism for like toddlers with Amazon reviews. Literally woke just means thing I don't like, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Also, the reviewer was actually Dylan Burns on an alt chat, so it's literally a psyop.
The reviewer was Dylan Burns on an alt chat. Wait, is that true? It was Dylan Burns? Wait, is that real? Dylan did that? No, you're lying. Prove it. Prove it. I don't believe you. W. Dylan, if that is true. W. Dylan. Can we confirm this? This is my headcanon now. Dylan Burns did it.
Box on Amazon. I'm not
Good
worried
job,
about
Dylan.
selling out on our ground coffee. Hopefully,
No, I
we'll,
was fucking with you. Why would you lie to me like that? Disgusting. Banned.
get to 1,000 reviews by my birthday tomorrow, or we'll get to 1,000 reviews on
I was
our K
excited.
cups. Like if you buy our K
I was like, oh, Dylan Burns did it. No, I think Dylan Burns would have more tact than that, honestly.
cups on Amazon, I've already put them on sale. They're 15% off, 10% off. But a review this negative this early is gonna hurt my sales. So I'm hoping.
Sorry, I keep saying it.
if
It's
you
just I can't get over
If
it.
you're in the market for your Mother's Day gift box, I know it's a little early. Mother's
Get
Day is
it.
a month away.
Buy
but
my shit, please,
do,
please. I need
leave a
money.
review.
I need your money, please.
Buy
I don't
it.
have enough
Don't
of it
leave
yet.
a review without buying it.
Guys, I don't have enough of it yet. I need your money, please. I need your money, please. Please give me your money, please. I need it. I don't have enough of it yet. I'm Jeremy from the Quartering, and I don't have enough money
Buy
yet.
it.
Please.
Leave a review. Take a
Buy
picture.
it.
Leave a review. You know, review the product. You know, I know a lot of you have already had a lot of these products. I know this is a great product.
Listen, I know that I beg for money, okay? I'm open about that, but also, like, I feel like I'm not nearly as pathetic when I do it. Like, I'm not trying to sell you a dog shit product. I'm just like, yeah, I'm dancing for you. Just throw some coins at me if you can spare it, okay? Like, I do this for fun. I do it for the love of the game. So, you know, like, I appreciate the monies, but, you know, if it's your deal. Like, yeah, but, like, I would love it if you would give me some. So, like, it's fine to beg, but, like, it's just so pathetic when you do it. You do it in such a beta way, Jerry. You gotta sell your shit better, is what I'm saying. You're a really bad salesman.
But this dick is gonna if Amazon leaves that review on
this dick,
that's gonna hurt my sales.
Dick.
And read my negative review. Then there's only one negative review. So yeah, these people are losers. I
deleted all the rest.
And I wouldn't even be addressed.
No. I just had to get this one because I deleted all the rest. This was the one that had the woke leftist in it. But I deleted the rest, so they should all be gone.
It because it's only going to lead to more unverified people trying to do this. That's why if people pick it up, it's roasted like literally hours before we ship it. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything old. We ship in small quantities to Amazon, so you're getting, the best quality. I know that's probably all.
I've never wanted to buy anything less in my life. I'll be honest. You've not sold me one bit.
The coffee one you can take, that's fair, but it's important to me, and I get that it's not important to everybody who watches my channel and for the news and stuff like that. So. I get it. I'm not mad when you get mad about it. But when somebody leaves a 1-star review and admits in it that they didn't even buy it, why are they leaving?
It does look shitty. Let's talk about that. Like, I wouldn't give this to my mother. Like, it looks like shit. Yeah, like, it looks like you have, like, 5 items in it. Like that you just got off the fucking drugstore like shelf. Like you just literally went into fucking Walgreens. I was like, yeah, that looks good. Throw it in. Like it looks like shit, man. It looks like shit. I would not give this to my mother. Okay, I will crochet her some nice hand warmers, like I did for her birthday this year. That's what I would do. All right. And if you love your family, you should learn how to crochet. It's easy once you learn, and it's very fun. And you should, and it's a cheap hobby, and you should try it.
The review. And I believe that this person's review is completely
never buy a gift
motivated
again.
by the fact that he's a leftist and he doesn't like my content.
What was that? Did I get more money? I did. Thank you for, by the way, for the 100 biddies from last time. I don't know why your thing didn't play. Last dono, but he has to realize how this looks, right? Like, this is the biggest snowflake shit I've ever seen. Like, literally wanting over one single bad review to make content instead of just not having or feeling shit. Yeah, it's insane. Like, the depth still stoop to. Like, they just throw themselves out naked onto the streets and beg, and they just beg, and they wallow in their filth, and they beg, and it's a sad sight to look at. And one person suggests to them that perhaps they should stop wallowing in the filth, and then they start crying, and it's just so pathetic. It's quite sick, actually. Maybe we should bring the asylums
I know
back.
that right now it's only one negative review, but that's what I'm saying. People who get this Mother's Day gift box, hopefully they'll get yours today. I know it's early. I'm going to give everyone a break on pushing it probably next week. But if you get it, once you get it, please do leave a review. Video review would be even better.
Please, leave a good review, please.
There's probably reviews pending because Amazon.
Please.
I know a lot of people.
Look, they're all 5 stars. They're all 5 star, and they're real too. They're real. I promise they're real. Please, 5-star reviews, please. You don't understand.
Video reviews and stuff like that.
I don't have enough money.
I'm not worried about that one negative.
My toilet broke. I have to pee on the basement floor again. I don't have enough money. Please.
Review. I just want to flood a bunch of, I want a lot of people to buy the box.
Is the quartering finally bald? I hope not. Like, that would make us look too similar. No, he can keep a little bit of hair. I don't listen. I listen. I don't like it when people I don't like are bald like I am. Okay, it sucks. It's like no, the bald look is good. It's good. Okay, it's good. Believe me, I'm beautiful bald. Okay, bald is beautiful. Okay. You want to talk about the real minorities? Let's talk about bald men. Bald men get it too hard they've had it too hard for too long. And you know what? Fuck you if you think otherwise. Bald men are beautiful.
A review because, an honest review, not one that they just, because they hate me.
Shut up, Timpool. That's not nice. Timpool's not a good person.
Last Dono, but he has to realize how this looks, right? Like this is the biggest snowflake shit I've ever seen. Like literally whining over one singular bad review to make content instead of just not having your feelings hurt by this, perhaps?
But yeah, it's quite a pathetic sight to behold. Truly just... Who watches this guy? It's so bad. It's like disgustingly bad. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. It's almost impressive how how low he's willing to sink himself. Disgusting freaks. I got a content suggestion before you go to bed. Hit me with it. I ain't done yet.
The whoops are after me. Buy my shit coffee, please.
That was on YouTube. Thank you very much, Deity, for the $2 dues. Thank you. I gotta fix my alerts. I gotta gut my alerts from OBS and from the sites and just rebuild them from the ground up. Because I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. Like, I've tried fixing them, but like it still plays double sometimes, and it still does that stupid "Here comes the communist" song when people raid, and it's not supposed to do that anymore. So like I don't know what's wrong with it. I just need to gut it all and start from scratch. Brandon Tatum defends Eleazar Perez. Well, I was gonna say I love that guy, but I don't. I hate that guy, and I love him because I hate him.
This was so.
I love covering content about him. Oh, Officer Tatum, this guy. Right. Okay, wait. Intro, reaction, my thoughts. But, like, is it gonna flag me for playing fucking Jubilee? Like, I'll watch an Officer Tatum video, but, like, I don't... This is Jubilee that he's reacting to. And I just, they reinstated my live stream, which was nice. But, like, ever since then, I'm just like, I don't want to take the chance.
And I believe that.
Yeah, and I went in like to the Asmongold video thinking that like, oh, this will be fine. Like Asmongold's clip channel uploaded this, and that's what I'm reacting to. But no, like his channel gets to stay up just fine. Mine gets a copyright block. Like it doesn't make any sense. So YouTube's inconsistent as shit. I'm not taking the chance. He does so many fucking videos about racism. Like, the gravy train is crazy for this guy. Because he gets to call people ghetto. He gets to be the racist that white people want to be, is what he gets to do. Because he has the pass. I'm just saying it how it is. Does he have any good shit? Let's see. Trump triggers. Ghetto NBA star. Based capitalist goes off on MSNBC host. Let's see. He doesn't really do anything that sticks out to me. Boy, he likes that word ghetto. Automad was quick with that one. Oh yeah, I just noticed that. The view is copyright? Yeah. Wait! I forgot about Russell Brand. Oh no, he's defending Russell Brand? I forgot about that. I thought about covering that. But I don't know enough about, like, the case. I just know that he was accused with it credibly. Which, you know, big shock to us all, right?
And I believe that
he's not sticking out to
America,
me. I do want to do another one before I leave, though. At least one more. Okay, Jake covered this Jordan Peterson video. And it reminded me that Jordan Peterson exists. So let's see what he's got. How long is this shit? Hours. Wait, this is 15 minutes. The reason communism and Marxism always fail is brutally simple. The immortal who only wanted death. Ancient stories that bridge the heavens and the earth. How the West escaped tribalism. And how we forgot the lesson. No. We can't go back to the tribalism of the savages of the fucking America or whatever. The virgin land that has people living on it, you know. A thumbnail that says black people prove my point. This guy is as bad as Candace Owens, but he's got millions of subs. Crazy. What's Candace Owens been up to? Anything interesting? I don't feel like covering her. Never mind. As soon as I said it, I was like, no, not the vibe. Not the vibe. No. We need, what do we need? What do we need right now? I'm thinking about my needs. Part of me kind of wants to set up a debate thing, but I don't. It's 3:30 in the fucking morning. I probably shouldn't be on here too much longer. Mentis Wave? Who's Mentis Wave? Whomst? These thumbnails are interesting. They look like something I would have made in MS Paint when I was 12. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like, it's, you know, it's a look. You don't distrust corporate journalists enough. Blue Sky and AstroTurf failure that cannot meme. The economic misinformation tier list. Elon Musk's derangement and the death of the reasonable left. The contradictions of consequentialism. Sounds boring. What's got like a decent amount of views? Trump derangement syndrome? No. We're starting to get into the months ago territory. This video will convince you that taxation is theft. He's a crazy libertarian, if I remember correctly. He's literally weird. You should do Maya Poet. Wait! I remember that person. Hold on. That's actually not a bad idea. No. Great idea. Yeah. Matt Bernstein. Okay, Oh, you know what I meant to do? Hold on. Let me throw this one out there to the council and see what we think. Ugh, this person. I fucking hate her. I hate her so fucking much. You guys remember Exulansic? Y'all remember who's been here long enough to remember Exulansic? What a fucking disgusting person. I don't even know her. I debated her a long time ago. And she is like not she's like she's like semi-relevant in the transphobic space. Like I'm talking like severe turfism, like end state, like terminal turfism, okay? Like it's bad. And I debated her and blew her the fuck out, and she never got over it. She made a 4-part video series explaining in great detail why she actually was the winner she promises. And I kind of wanted to go over because she added me. Like I forgot she existed, but she's literally been tagging me.
I'm
right?
literally new to the streams and have only been politically aware around the time Tate was popping off, but I'm ready for some BS.
Thank you for another 100 bits. I appreciate you, James. Thank you. But yeah, no, I debated her, blew her the fuck out, and where was I going with this? Like she's just a terrible person. Oh yeah, no, she keeps tagging me. She keeps tagging me. Like she tagged me like 3 fucking times after I had completely forgotten she existed. So like I took a break from Twitter, came back, and like 5 days prior to that, like I had a notification from 5 days ago from the time I checked Twitter. I think it was about 5 days. And it was Exulansic like tagging me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like this is, what a blast from the past. Like I forgot you fucking exist. And now I'm kind of like, I want to shit on her. I know she's got a YouTube. Least obsessed Alec Gunter hater. Literally just like tagging me and being like, this guy thinks mermaid gender's real. And I'm like, yeah, no, I never said that. But thank you, I guess. Like, what? Just weird shit, man. She's so fucking weird. I was like, what do you want? Like, do you want to come at me again? Like, you want to talk about something new? A new development, perhaps? The cast report? Huh? Like, you got that under you got that feather under your cap now, right? Good shit. Good tool in the utility belt. Oh, Discord. Oh, dude, imagine the fucking Exulansic Discord server. Jesus. I don't see her. Oh, wait, I forgot she got banned off of YouTube. That's right. No, YouTube banned her ass. I forgot. That's great. That's really funny. I forgot about that. I had a tweet pop off with like 1,200 likes and was so glad Twitter didn't give me the notice for the replies. It always gives me the notifications. How about this RFK Jr. comment about autism? If it's just a comment, probably not. It's like a minute 27. By September, we'll know what has caused the autism epidemic, and we'll be able to eliminate those exposures. Maybe it's a shot. Not right now. Not the mood. Look at this shit. Look. Look. Beautiful trans man. Surgeon botched her so bad that she was left with a scar bridge. Like literally the most normal looking man you've ever seen. No. With a fucking One Piece scar? Like, are you kidding me? He looks great. He looks fucking good. Like, holy shit. Like, you only wish you could look that fucking good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Exulanzic's also a detransitioner, so who knows? Maybe transitioning would have saved him. Just a thought. I will say it's a pretty big scar for top surgery.
If you want to cringe at incel content, there's always Think Before You Sleep. Or there's always Seeing What Ben is up to.
Thank you for another 100 biddies. Appreciate you, James. Yeah, Think Before You Sleep. I might look at what he's got. I might look at what he's got. That the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should check him out. Oh, I found one. Okay, what's this? 18 minutes. Think Before You Sleep. The failures of diversity hiring. What's so great about this one? Like specifically. This is disgusting. Video game censorship has gotten insane. Why are we enabling this? Oh, white language is being destroyed. Oh, trans women. Trans women. Look, square jaw. Square jaw, not woman. Not woman. Square jaw. We do skull measurements now. Right? His thumbnails suck ass. They are pretty lacking. Like, as somebody who puts a minimal amount of effort into my own thumbnails, like, I still feel like they're pretty good for what they are. You know, like, I feel like, yeah, they're clickbaity, sure, but, like, that's the formula, right? Like, it's a formula. And then sometimes I just, like, it's minimal effort. It's just like, you know, give it a little love, a little spice, okay? It won't hurt you. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, here we go. I think it's got to be this one.
Republican.
It's got to be this one. Okay, hold on. Let me take a brief break. This will probably be my last one for the night. We'll see. Maybe I'll just fucking pull an all-nighter. Who fucking knows? Anyway, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna be up until 5 AM at least because my work schedule is horrendous, so if you end up pulling that all-nighter, I'm still down for another couple hours.
God, if there's not a fucking Game Work remix of this episode, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
A perfect shot. I would expect nothing less from a computer. Programmed to kill. I mean play golf.
Let's begin objective A. Fool the the humans into thinking you're real. Trick the humans with inferior skill, even though you could win every time. I guess I can use my computer brain to calculate the angles at which to hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Primary objective, fool them all. Holy fuck, you're a perfect machine. Protects every corner. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Holy fuck, you're a perfect machine. Don't let that Terminator do it for you. Shit, fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger, you killed her. You fucked it up, objective B. Kill all human. Kill all human. That wasn't fair cause I didn't know it would be too hard. It was almost motherfucking perfect. Just hit it as hard as you can. There's just practice for when you're decapitating humans. Decapitating humans. No one will be alive to see it. Full blast again. My God, they'll kill us all. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Protects every corner. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Don't let the Terminator do it for you. Shit. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger, you killed her. Holy shit, I really fucked up there. Didn't know it would be too hard. Not even moving your feet. You didn't do that with a cheat. If I used 100% of my robot strength, I would have decimated it.
All humans will burn anyway.
The same other brain I use to identify the weak spots in humans. Hole in one, baby. Hole in one, baby.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm back. Sorry. Had a little bit of a coughing fit for no particular reason. Okay. Excuse me. Been a little bit since I've covered this guy. Think Before You Sleep, incel extraordinaire. I think he's actually married, so I don't know if it's like proper to call him an incel, but he definitely carries that energy. Excuse me. He definitely carries that energy, and I feel sorely sorry for any woman that he was able to somehow convince to sleep with him. Anyway, he's got a video called Why Language is Being Destroyed from about a month ago. And it stuck out to me because I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to tackle this right now. I'm in a good headspace for this. You can see here a woman next to a picture of somebody who is presumably identifying as a woman. So, you know, we'll take a look and see what's going on here. Why language is being destroyed,
locally
folks.
and across the country have been railing on Governor Tony Evers' desire to make some parts of state law gender neutral. Evers proposed changes to a section of state law about artificial insemination. Husband, man, mother, and father would be replaced with terms like person, spouse, and inseminated person.
Hold on. So a change. If, under the supervision of a licensed physician and with the spouse's consent of her husband is crossed off, a person is inseminated artificially as provided in par, with semen donated by a person who is not the spouse of the person being inseminated, the spouse of the inseminated person. This seems fine. Like, it's more specific, right? Like, it's more specific. Like, this seems like a nothing problem to me. Effectively, it's the same law. It's just more clear language. I failed to see the issue, personally. I don't like gendered terms in my laws. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like it when laws refer to gender. Let's not do that.
Why? Who asked for this? Did anyone ask for this? Ironically, this is coming from the establishment left because I couldn't think of anything more misogynistic than calling...
The establishment left. This video's from a fucking month ago. Your guys run everything right now.
A woman an inseminated person.
In all my time in and around...
That is literally what's happening. No, you're talking about inseminating a person. We're not referring to all women like that, just the ones who have been inseminated.
Politics, this is probably the dumbest proposal that I've seen. If I called my mother an inseminated person, she'd probably slap me.
Right.
Okay, well, that's your problem. Your mother abused you growing up.
Right. Inseminated person sounds like what you would call livestock or cattle.
Dude, let me give you guys a red flag. Dudes with mommy issues, okay? Dudes with mommy issues, not even once. And I say that as a dude who has a couple of mommy issues, okay? I'm sorry. Like, that's where I come from. That's my roots. Take it from somebody who knows the game. Don't date dudes with mommy issues. Just, it's not worth it.
It's dehumanizing. I mean, this is so ironically prejudiced based on what the establishment left traditionally finds offensive.
Katie is
that
truly
it reminds
a treasure.
me of the movie Black Panther, which is supposed to be like the DEI superhero movie where they're like, we're finally being represented. But the writers take a super advanced culture of African Americans and have them live in huts, throw spears, make gorilla noises.
Wait. But like...
Have them live in huts.
But like, it's fine to live like this. Like, you don't... If this is culturally what you do, like, you don't need more than this sometimes. Like, I just... Like, it's... I don't know. Like, I don't care. I don't care.
Huts, throw spears, make gorilla noises.
Also, the gorilla noises thing is literally just, like, cultural. That literally is just cultural. Who cares?
The main character gets his power from purple Kool-Aid, and at the end, when they go to a black neighborhood to share their technology, the first impulse of the young black characters is to steal it and take it to a chop shop.
What? Like... There's, like, real racism happening, man. Like, there's real racism happening. This just isn't part of it. Like, if anything, the racism here is the idea that, like, okay, like, this movie was very liberal in that, like, the solution, like, the bad guy, it's one of those, like, the bad guy actually had a good point videos that, or, sorry, not videos, the bad guy had a good point movies. Where, like, it's just, like, not addressed very well at the end. It's like, we didn't address, like, the point that, what was the bad guy's name? Killmonger? Killmonger. Like, we didn't address that. Like, we kind of did, but it's a half measure. It's a liberal fucking half measure. But yeah, we got racism on top of the transphobia. Good stuff.
Man, what the hell is that? That's like a Bugatti spaceship. Well, it came out of nowhere. Did y'all see that? Hey, look, we can break it apart. We can sell it on eBay.
Like, they're trolling, right? I couldn't believe that this stuff was in the movie. So this whole calling mothers an inseminated person is just more of that. They spend 5 decades arguing that stuff like this is...
Wait, we just related Black Panther to calling mothers inseminated people? That's a stretch and a half, brother. Like, I'm ADHD as shit, but even I wouldn't go that far.
Meaning to women, and yet now they do everything they can to create a language and culture that demeans women.
More women involved in creating video games. Women feel threatened by depictions of attractive women. We get this. That's like one screenshot, man. It's like one still. Like, sometimes women look weird in video games. Like, what? It's just not a problem. Like, there's, like... I'm just confused.
men.
Evers wants to change other parts of state law as well. One state Republican lawmaker counting at least 30 times mother is replaced with a gender-neutral term.
Such an odd culture.
Father subbed out more than 120 times.
Such a primitive culture, this conservative thing. You know, it's a primitive culture. Their skull shapes are not quite up to the capacity to carry the same neuronal workload that the rest of us do. Just interesting biological facts about these people.
So this all seems kind of strange. Legislators changing common words and concepts that have been in language since the beginning of time. And I think that certainly anyone who's read the book or seen the movie 1984.
By the way, their amygdalas are literally like inflated, so you know, like your amygdala, like conservatives literally, like in studies, have shown to have larger amygdalas. And if you don't know what that means, that basically means that they're scared as shit about everything all the time and anxious, like anxiety-ridden pieces of shit. Like they're just constantly worried that like a black dude is gonna come and steal their wives and daughters or whatever, or like they're not gonna be able to enjoy a football game without like seeing an ad that supposes that black people are sometimes not in the best circumstances, or like an interracial couple, you know, like it's just like that's the worst. That where was I going with this? I don't even remember. Just keep going.
Knows that authoritarian forces will purposefully try to scramble the language, but there isn't a lot of discussion around why specifically that's being done and how it causes people to respond. I feel like that's important because people only seem to understand this on a basic level. For example, I think most people who have spent more than 5 seconds paying attention to culture over the past few years can figure out that the reason the governor of Wisconsin gives for why he wants to change the word mother to inseminated person is a lie.
We're working for the families in Wisconsin, especially those that are receiving IVF services, and making sure that we can make certain that mom is able to get the services she deserves.
I'm not going to pretend to be a lawyer here, but assuming that the term mother does not include in vitro, which seems untrue, then I'm sure there are a bunch of different ways to include in vitro.
Hold on.
She deserves.
What was the problem here? Sorry, I need to rewatch that.
Governor of Wisconsin gives for why he wants to change the word mother to inseminated person is a lie.
We're working for the families in Wisconsin, especially those that are receiving IVF services, and making sure that we can make certain that mom is able to get the services she deserves.
Well, yeah, because like if the person who is mothering the child does not identify as like she, her, or like a mother, you know, like maybe it's a they, them, baddie, and like they are a partner, you know, like that's not technically mother. So like, you know, we're just clarifying the language. It's just like making it more specific. We're just making it more specific. Like, yeah, we want to be as inclusive as possible. It's really not complicated.
I'm not going to pretend to be a lawyer here, but assuming that the term mother does not include in vitro, which seems untrue, then I'm sure there are a bunch of different ways to include in vitro without replacing the word mother. This is obvious gaslighting, and I don't think that it takes much brain power to figure out that the real reason they want to say inseminated person instead of mother is because they want to say that men can get pregnant without identifying them as trans. So I think
Wisconsin governor vetoes transgender high school athletics ban. Okay. Like, I just, like, I think that's a good thing, though. Like, I think that trans children deserve to be allowed to play sports. So, like, I think that banning, like, literal, like, high school children from, like, being able to do sports is kind of shitty. So, like, I just, you know, I think it's a good thing that he did that.
I think people get this on a basic level, but what I don't see a lot of is understanding of the more under-the-surface reasons for why these grifters will cling to these changes that nobody wants and call everyone who criticizes them liars.
You can count on this being, you know, something that the Republicans are becoming very good at, and that is lying.
That's how you know they're full of shit.
True.
When they start blaming the other party.
He seems pretty cool. Who is he? He's the Wisconsin's governor? He seems pretty base.
Instead of addressing the issue, because the reality is that all of you are assholes.
I also find it rich that all of the sudden the other side has some problem with successful businessmen being involved in politics.
I can't believe that the other side has problems with like me with daddy's money, spending it on lobbies for things that I fucking like. I just don't understand.
Whenever you guys are the party of George Soros, of Bill and Melinda Gates, of Sheryl Sandberg, of Mackenzie.
You have the richest motherfucker on the entire face of the goddamn planet in the history of the human species on your side in the White House constantly. Spare me the fucking bullshit. George Soros, my ass, okay? Where's my Soros check? Where is it? Okay? If he's so great, he'd be paying me for this shit, but he's not. Okay? Fucking Saki Tanuki is. That's basically it. Okay, I'm running in the negative on this. Dubsy's charging out the ass. Sorry, it's just true. And like, I can't keep up with demand. But no, you have the real problems, right? Like, Elon Musk is not cutting it for you, I guess.
Bezos, of Taylor Swift, of so many other
I love you,
billionaires
Dubsy.
across the country, as well as every woke, weird pervert in Hollywood. I find this incredibly disingenuous.
I've lived long enough to see that politics doesn't really attract a lot of honest people.
That was like your... Who's showing that to like be a good thing? Like, okay.
Both sides have some shit going on, which is really frustrating because it makes it hard to champion
Both
the people
sides,
who represent
definitely
your
both
beliefs.
sides.
The point
True.
is that anyone who is a good speaker or a good writer...
He's a centrist, by the way. He's a centrist. Just don't ever speak about trans people around him or he'll turn into Adolf Hitler. But otherwise, he's a centrist.
knows that words have meaning beyond their dictionary definition. Each word or phrase has a specific emotion attached to it, and if you want to be an effective communicator, then you have to understand the emotions that different people are going to feel when you use certain words. Otherwise, they won't listen to you or follow your cause, and this is a part of the reason why words are being messed with and changed. Politicians certainly know the importance of the emotion behind a word, which is why...
I think the thing that annoys me more than like anything else is just like he just thinks he's so fucking smart, you know? Like he's like, I'm gonna give you advice on life and stuff. Like I just like I just like I don't know. It's just pretentious.
Why they use the same 5 buzzwords over and over again to rile up their voter base. When you say things like abortion, hate speech, universal health care, Nazi, the Constitution, social justice, or traditional values, they evoke...
I have never heard a Democrat say social justice. I'm sure it's happened. I just like, especially like in the last couple of years, I have not heard that. Not since like social justice warrior became a meme, you know? Like before woke, hey kids, before woke, there was social SJWs, social justice warriors, okay? Blue-haired SJWs. Some people say they did exist. I tend to take the agnostic stance. I'm not sure. But that's what we used to have, is what they say. But, like, I've never heard a Democrat say that, personally. But, like, the Constitution is pretty important, I feel
evoke
like.
certain memories and emotions in people. When you say the word mother, you might get a warm feeling, you might get the feeling that it's someone who cares about you, or you might remember a good experience that you had with your mom.
Hippies,
the term
yep.
inseminated person feels cold, disgusting, and emotionless in kind of a scientific...
Wait, this is an entirely feelings-based argument. Your fifis are hurt. You're just saying your fifis are hurt. No. You're like, no. Mother feels warm and inviting. Inseminated person feels gross and disgusting and scientific. And it's like, it's literally a law. It's not a storybook, man. It's not there to make you feel good. It's there to be specific and set guidelines in place. Okay? So stupid.
scientific and descriptive sort of way. Like I said, it's dehumanizing, and bad things tend to come after people using dehumanizing language.
Dehumanizing.
So not only are these 1984 style...
It's an inseminated person that is one-to-one accurate for what describes this person, okay? Regardless of how they identify their gender. Regardless, like, you're just upset about trans people. You're just mad at trans people, okay? That's what it always comes back to.
Word games designed
You're
to
just mad
strip
at trans
emotions from
people.
words or make them more inconvenient to say by adding 4 additional syllables to a 2-syllable
I can't believe
concept.
the trans
But also,
people.
the people who
How
play
dare
these
they?
games will add emotions to previously meaningless
How
terms
dare they
like
try to
diversity and
exist?
inclusion. which have a lot more to do with excluding people so you can surround yourself with only those who agree with you.
Excluding people. They're excluding people, not us. We're not doing that.
Makes
They
everyone
are.
more accepting of things like this.
It's very dangerous, Chuck, because a lot of what you're seeing as attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Quite possibly the most unscientific opinion that I've ever heard.
What are the ways you can...
Hold on.
A lot of what you're seeing...
How did Dr. Fauci come into this?
Surround yourself with only those who agree with you, and that makes everyone more accepting of things like this.
It's very dangerous, Chuck, because a lot of what you're seeing as attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Okay, context needed, because if he's talking about like, listen, this is the fact that I am laying out that the science says, and then somebody's like, no, fuck you, and then they start attacking you because of that thing that you said. Yes, the attacks on you would in fact be also attacks on science. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I understand why you're clip farming it, but like, you know, it's not that scary when you put more than 2 seconds of thought into it.
Quite possibly the most unscientific opinion that I've ever heard.
What are the ways you can clearly see that something is a psyop? First, you're not allowed to question anything.
Don't copyright strike
And Fauci so often contradicted himself during COVID that one of his cronies actually fought to make it a crime to criticize them.
Yeah, they lied about the masks at first because they like didn't want people to like go and buy them or some shit. It was stupid and they shouldn't have done it, okay? I get it, but like, yeah, they also worked where people used them. So like eventually they came out and said, yeah, we need masks, and people wore them most of the time, hopefully, and it helped mitigate the spread and fewer people died. Hopefully. Okay? Like, it was just a safety precaution. They're not trying to like fucking brain control you or whatever.
There's a local doctor who's become a household name. He's been urging people
Dr.
to get
Fauci.
COVID vaccines,
Dr.
and he's
Fauci.
also developing vaccines. We're talking about this man right here, Dr.
Oh,
Peter
not Dr.
Hotez.
Fauci.
And because of his fame, he's also a frequent target for critics. But should that vaccine criticism or outright threats be classified as a hate crime? Dr. Hotez thinks...
I would say yeah. No, I think so. I think, honestly, we've reached a point in society now, which is very sad. But I think that we do need to classify scientists and researchers as like a protected class. Think about it. Like, literally, they're under attack constantly. I would 1000% be in favor of considering like researchers. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Holy shite, this guy sucks. This is my first time hearing about this guy. Poor Alec has covered him before. Oh, yeah. You're talking about, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what the hell? No, yeah, this guy's terrible. Honestly, can we make it illegal to be conservative at this point? I wish, man.
Thinks that option should be on the table.
The right words were so harmful to these people that they were going to try to put you in jail for angry emails. And you can see why, because Fauci and his group of cronies were essentially committing...
No, not going to jail for free speech. The conservatives would never do that. I'm sure if I like brought that up, he'd be like, "Well, I do agree that I'm Mahmoud Khalil or whatever his name is, Mahmoud Khalil. Sorry, I think that what they did to him was wrong, but like I never talk about it ever at all, and I do believe in free speech, but like I just mean that like on the Twitter platform when I can't say the N-word, like that's what I mean when I say that."
Committing treason in 2020, and one of the ways evil people hide doing these were essentially committing.
Stand for you, never miss.
Committing treason in 2020, and one of the ways
Treason.
evil people hide doing evil things is by taking simple ideas and needlessly making them more complex.
Really intelligent people have the capacity to explain
Who's this?
things that might seem complex in a very simple way.
Smart people make complex ideas simple, stupid people make simple ideas complex, and dishonest people make simple ideas more complex on purpose. For example, we have two basic concepts.
You know what's not complex at all? Inseminated person. Okay? Guess what is complex? The concept of motherhood. And I'll give you one reason, okay? Because you can be an adopted mother. Ever thought about that? Okay, so when we say the word mother, it can mean a couple of things, at least two. You know, the person who birthed you or the person who is raising you, who could be completely different people. So it is at least more complex than inseminated person. That is a more clear understanding of the law. It is not that complicated. You are complicating it.
Male and female.
Dumbass.
Easy, right? Except not anymore, because now there are like 1,000 genders that are being thrust upon children who aren't even old enough to count.
This is Ari, Gwendolyn, and Brynifer. They are in a polyamorous relationship, and they all parent Hazel and Sparrow.
We have a 2-year-old antigender baby and a 10-year-old who is non-binary.
No.
What's antigender? That sounds cool.
Nobody knows what that means. Certainly the children.
Non-binary is not that hard. There's some people who don't know what it means, but it just means that you don't conform to being a boy or a girl.
Children don't actually know these concepts well enough to understand the consequences of their choices, and the issue with confusing children about their sexual identity is that it's very likely to rob them of healthy relationships.
I'm not comfortable with my trans wife breastfeeding our son. How can we resolve this? Who cares? What? Who cares? I'm not comfortable. Okay. Why not? Oh, okay. So like, okay, so this person was feeling dysphoric because like she was watching her wife breastfeed their child. Okay, like you guys got to work that out, you know, like I understand. But like, yeah, communicate, maybe like figure out, like I just like I don't care. I don't care. Like if you can suck on one of your mom's tits, you can suck on the other mom's tit. Who cares?
From mentally stable people who don't require that someone memorize like 30 different awkward pronouns before they talk to them.
These polyamorous parents let their children choose their gender.
They're antigender, but we're using they, them pronouns. Sure, they have anatomy, we understand it, but like that's not indicative of their identity. It's something that Sparrow's gonna have to figure out and then tell us before we can tell anyone else.
Particularly because it's, you know, something.
I will say my personal opinion of like, because I thought about it, right? I'm like, okay, I'm going to have kids one day. And honestly, like, I'm just going to go with like traditional gender stuff. Okay. It's like, that's what society is right now. And I would be doing my children, I personally feel that I would be doing my children a disservice by trying to convince them that that is not the way society is. You know what I mean? I feel like this family, they're not hurting their kids. They're teaching their kids as best they can. And you know, I don't know their lives. Maybe they're like, maybe this is like totally functional and fine. But like, I feel like I probably am going to just raise my kids to be either a boy or a girl based on what they're assigned at birth. And then if they want to switch that at some point, I'll be like, yeah, sure. Like, but like, I don't know. I don't want to judge it. Like it's not a problem. It's just like, I don't want to, I would do it differently.
Something that our parents did and they got to.
Forgive my ignorance, but trans women can lactate exactly the same, right? Yeah. If they take the hormones for it, sure.
Wrong.
Right. Just because you decided differently means that we need to change a process that is correct for over 99% of people. Not only that, but instead of having the incredibly small
Hold on.
that is correct for
wrong.
Right. Just because you decided differently means that we need to change a process that is correct for over 99% of people.
That number is decreasing every day. You know, like it's 1.7% of people don't identify with the gender they were born with. And like they're closer to the ideal society than most people are. You know, like in an ideal society, you just wouldn't be assigned a gender until you pick one, or there wouldn't be one. There wouldn't be a concept of one because it's useless. Gender's fucking useless. Okay. Like it's only served to divide us. I don't believe in it. Like it's stupid. It's antiquated and we should get rid of it. So they're living in the future and I respect them for that.
Not only that, but instead of having the incredibly small number of outliers who don't end up identifying with their biological sex find out how to adapt in their own way, We all now have to disrupt a ton of different processes when it comes to how we interact with people and change all of our policies on how we teach kids by telling them that
teaching gender identity in kindergarten? You already know what fucking gender identity is by the time you're 4. You know gender identity. It came free with your fucking being a human. Like, you understand the difference between boy and girl by the time you're 4. By the time you're 2. By the time you're 4 is when you identify with one or the other. Like, we already enforce gender before you're born. Before. Like, we find out what your gender is based upon the genitalia we see when you're in utero. And then we start, like, doing the gender thing. Okay, 6 years old is, like, not crazy. I think it's just rage bait. No, he's a very popular channel. So, like, I feel like it's necessary, even if it is rage bait, it's like he's shilling this as though it's real. So, like, even if, like, teaching gender identity is not a bad thing to do. Let's just read it. Can I just say that my 6-year-old came home from kindergarten telling me he identifies as a girl because he likes pretty things because he's learning about gender identity in class. I'm not judging the comment or anything to do with what the statement actually means, but honestly, I don't think he really understands exactly what that means yet. I just found it interesting. Knowing my kid and what he has been exposed to thus far, I don't think he understands gender differences enough to identify as anything but a 6-year-old. I guarantee he doesn't identify as any gender right now, but that's just my own observational opinion, and he's very moldable by suggestion right now. Just reminded me of it while reading this thread. I don't buy this. Like, your child knows the difference between boy and girl. And as soon as your child found out, wow, I can be the other thing, they decided they were. They can do that at 6. Okay? I know that that's like a bizarre concept to some people, but this is a real thing that happens. You know, and it's not super common, but it does happen. And it's best to just, like, affirm their identity.
that a guy can be a girl and a girl can be a guy, biologically, not socially, biologically. Seriously, basically
Yes.
everyone was fine with transgender people, and nobody had a problem with them until they started going after children, and until they started...
Until they got uppity and started wanting to exist around people. Until they wanted to start integrating into society and being considered like a valuable part of our structured society. Right? Like, until we perceived them. They were fine until we perceived them. Then they were a problem.
insisting that everyone be forced to cater to them. And again, it's not just about the difference between the words sex and gender.
Dude, think about when the last time you saw a piece of media that had like a fucking trans person in it. I literally can't think of like any. Like, I can't. Like, it's like, unless the story is, well, actually One Piece does, but like, besides that, like, it literally is so fucking rare. Like, it just might as well not exist. Like, and One Piece is well beloved. Like, people love One Piece, so I'm glad that they put trans people in it. And more pieces of media should put trans people in it, because none of them fucking do. And Disney was going to, but then they pussied out because Donald Trump is our Lord and Savior now, right? Good stuff. Like, this is not a real problem, man. You're just bitching about nothing.
Oh, they mean different things.
Pathetic worm,
Sex
man.
is your biology, and gender is how you choose to identify. Bullshit. These terms have always been interchangeable to be congruent with biological
Nibley, that's
reality.
correct.
And if they're going to say that sex is different from gender, then why do so many of them care what sex is on their passport?
I applied for a passport earlier this month, and this is how...
Why does the government have to know what my genitalia look like? How about we just get rid of, like, the government knowing which set of genitals we have? I mean, like, let's be real here. Like, they can know my name. They can know how old I am. They can know that I live here. They can know my income so that they can collect taxes from me. Whatever. But do they really have to know what my fucking privates look like? Like, let's be real. I'm just saying.
How it's going so far. Not great. Basically, they were saying that my gender marker that I was requesting was not what was matching my biological sex at birth, which is a very inaccurate, elementary way of looking at gender and sex.
Correct.
In the past week or so, I've seen at least 10 videos or articles about people crashing out because their biological sex was accurately put on their passport. which shouldn't be a problem, right?
Why does the government know what your privates look like? Why is that their business? Think, man. Think for like 2 fucking seconds about this. You're living in the Matrix, okay? The conservatives have no idea that they're the ones in the fucking Matrix, okay? They have no fucking clue. The Matrix was literally written by trans women. Did you know that? Okay? The Matrix is gender. You are a gender cuck. You are living in the Matrix. Wake up! Take the fucking red pill.
Because the passport
It's
says
time.
sex, not gender. I thought
Wake
these
the
people
fuck
only cared
up.
about gender. And God forbid that person goes to the doctor and they start getting treated for the wrong disease because they told the doctor the wrong biological sex. So it's
Well,
not
that-
just
that
about the
doesn't
difference
happen.
between gender and sex.
That doesn't happen. When does that happen? I've never heard of this. Give me like a case study where like somebody got the wrong kind of treatment because they're like the doctor couldn't figure out which sex they were because it wasn't on their birth certificate. Like, what are you talking about? That's not real. This is fake. You made this up. This is like actual, like just making shit up time. Like you are doing that.
God forbid that person goes to the doctor and they start getting treated for the wrong disease because they told the doctor the wrong biological sex. So it's not just about
Like
the difference
what?
between gender and sex.
Like what
This
disease?
is about blurring the lines and expanding the definition of the term biological sex to try to bend reality and get people to accept shit like this.
Oh no. Trans and gender diverse people deserve to feel safe. Agreed. Okay, I think the bad part's coming up. Hold on, just hold on 1 second. I think the really bad part's coming up.
Contrary to this ad, most women are not accepting of this. If the average
I think most women are actually accepted. Like you transition straight from like trans and gender diverse people deserve to feel safe. I guess like technically it's in sports ball, so whatever. But like, yeah, no, like this is a true statement and that's fine. And trans people deserve to feel safe while they play sports ball. I agree.
picture is worth 1,000 words, then this picture of a biological male being ousted by the biological women is worth 10,000.
What place did she come in? What place did Leah Thomas come in? I'm just curious.
Words. Women are not okay with their hard work being ruined by cheaters.
Wait, she is in first place here, actually. Oh, good job, Leah Thomas.
And no amount of gaslighting.
But like, okay, here's the thing, right? Even if Leah Thomas won a couple of times, don't you think she would win like every time? Like she should be blowing them all out of the water, like so to speak, right? Like, how did she tie 5th place with fucking what's her face? Republican makeup girl. What's her name? Fuck, why am I blanking? Riley Gaines. Why would she, like, how could she come 5th place with Riley Gaines? If, like, she's so, like, beyond the pale. If she's, like, so past the level of, like, these other inferior creatures that we call women, you know? Like, I don't understand.
Or avoiding taking a stance from popular public figures is going to change that.
This is in Scientific American. Yeah.
Not Bill Maher. Dude, nobody likes Bill Maher. Nobody likes Bill Maher. Nobody. Like, this doesn't prove anything.
Here we go.
Do
Inequity
you like Bill
between
Maher?
male and female athletes is a result not of inherent biological differences between the sexes, but of biases in how they are treated in sports. That's nuts. Scientific American is saying
Wait, what was his
basically
response?
that the reason why an WNBA team can't beat the Lakers is because of societal bias.
Boomston, what was that? He literally doesn't even know that gender has been a social term to refer to social roles and characteristics across the globe since the 15th century. It's insane. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for 45 biddies. Appreciate you. Sorry, I was distracted. Hold on.
A team can't beat the Lakers is because of societal bias.
Well, that's a big part of it. Like, we looked at the graph, right? Here, hold on.
He literally
Again?
doesn't even
Okay,
know
we
that
just did that,
gender
but
has
okay.
been a social term to refer to social roles and characteristics across the globe since the 15th century. It's insane.
Men versus women. World record times. I think this one works. Yeah, this one works. So, like, look, 800-meter freestyle, right? In 1940, right, men had the record at 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. And then in we'll just say 1970, women also had that record. Okay? So, like, to me, it just seems like they're kind of behind. Like, given enough time, like, it does level out here, to be fair, but, like, given enough time, and mind you, women's and men's sports are not equal yet. Like, they're not equal. They don't get paid the same. They don't have the same kind of facilities. They don't have the same quality of training. Nothing. Like, it is all about men's sports all the time. All the time. So, like, I feel like given the amount of time and consideration, I'm not saying they would necessarily beat the top man, but they could get pretty fucking close, I feel like. Like, let's really look at this. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's not inconceivable that social issues are at play here.
Saying is not Scientific American says that. An editor for Scientific American says that, who no longer has the job. So don't indict a 170-year-old magazine because somebody.
Okay, this is called Scientific American, and they're printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media and then participates in that exchange. So
why can't you
let's talk about science?
Why can't you just say this is not scientific and scientific?
When are we going to get to the real controversy? Why are we allowing Thomas the Tank Engine to normalize the transhumanist agenda with trans men?
Stupid. Thank you very much for 5 tier 1 gifted subs, Sakazuki. Appreciate you. Oh no, I know that voice is the rational outlaw. The Black Panther movie is very racist, but even if it wasn't, that wouldn't get rid of the illogically inconsistencies in liberalism. Is it racist? Okay, I can't comment on whether or not it's racist. I just, like, I don't think that it was, like, perceived as racist by most people. Fuck the Constitution. I actually enjoy rights, so. Hello, Demon Dragon Slayer.
Americans should do better.
That was like a year ago, was it? Which one was a year ago?
I think a year ago, women still couldn't beat men in basketball or any other sport. And it wasn't.
Okay, then explain to me why a woman. Like, you just have to account for this, right? Like, explain to me, like, why a woman from 2015 could beat a man from 1970. Like, you can't tell me that, like, they've gotten that much better. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Are you guys catching what I'm saying? Like, if it's really that drastic of a difference, why are we now seeing the same times in women that we saw in men 40 years ago? You know, like, it can't be, like, there's got to be something else at play besides just biology. There has to be.
Because of society. You don't see a problem.
By the way, long distance swimming, women might actually have the advantage. You can look into that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when people
True.
used to respect Neil deGrasse Tyson like 10 years ago. It was a good day when he showed up on a Joe Rogan episode. Now he's just an obvious paid shill who refuses to answer basic questions when it's politically
Unlike Joe Rogan, who, you know, is all on the up and up.
inconvenient. And don't think the trans stuff is the only time where they've tried to expand the definition of words. It's done almost constantly to promote an agenda. For example, racial tension in the 90s and the 2000s was at an all-time low, which is bad because racial tension makes grifters like Al Sharpton or Robin DiAngelo a lot of money, and it helps certain politicians get voted in.
Unlike people on the conservative side who, like, famously never grift or make money off of anything that they do. Certainly not like a very lucrative detransitioner grift going on at the moment as we speak. Or like a disenfranchised female athlete who was bested by a fake woman who tied 5th place with me. Oh no! Excuse me. Oh no, heavens. oh no, this is bad. This is society breaking shit, man. True.
So in the 2010s, they invented the term microaggressions and told people that it was deeply racist to ask a person where they're from, which didn't really stick, but what did...
It is just like a weird thing that white people do sometimes. They like look at people with brown skin and are like, I must know where this person was birthed. Like, it's just like, what if, like, they might have just been born here like you? Like, it's just a weird question to ask. Like, it's not just asking where are you from. It's like, the implication is like, what country did you come from? And people did do that, okay? Like, let's not pretend.
Stick is that stereotypes became racist, and since the 2010s, if you say things like certain races like certain types of food, you're basically Hitler now. But before this time, stereotypes were never considered racist, which is why jokes like this in Family Guy existed, despite the creator being very on the left.
I too will be abstinent.
The creator is a fucking liberal. Like, no, he is not very on the left. Seth MacFarlane is fine, but not, like, great.
Be as untouched as the turn signal in an Asian woman's car.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
And by definition, stereotyping is not racist because traditionally when I was a kid, before the term was expanded, we were taught that racism required the belief that other races were inferior to your race, which then means that those inferior races deserve to be dehumanized and have freedom stripped away or violence done to them. Saying that Indian street food should probably have better hygiene standards is not racist, but saying that...
I just, like, racism is built upon stereotypes. Like, what do you mean? Hold on. By definition, stereotyping is not racist. No. Racism is built upon stereotypes. Like, you build a stereotype of a black person, you educate the white populace that the black man and woman is inferior, and then you subjugate them. It is built upon a stereotype. That's how subjugation works. Like, that's how you have to sell it to the public, or else they'll just be like, why? Like, it would, like, it's a necessity when you're subjugating somebody.
Because traditionally, when I was a kid, before the term was expanded, we were taught that racism required the belief that other races were inferior to your race, which then means that those inferior races deserve to be dehumanized.
Well, it can also mean that, like, you just think that, like, all races should live separately or whatever the fuck. Like, there are various interpretations. Like, usually it comes from a place of thinking that other races are inferior. But, like, if you look at the black, what are they, the black Zionists or whatever, the black Hebrews, is that what it is? The black, I can't remember. It's some kind of, like, black Jewish group, but they're, like, super, like, racist. And they, like, agree with white supremacists that we need ethno-states. So, like, you can have racism, like wanting people to be separated by their race is racism. You know? It's the separate but equal shit.
And have freedom stripped away or violence done to them.
Black Hebrew Israelites, thank you.
Saying that Indian street food should probably have better hygiene standards is not racist, but saying that certain races are inferior...
Dude, if they're washing their hands, it's, like, not that bad. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry, it's fine.
Because their brains are smaller, and therefore they should be treated as lower-class citizens, is racist. There's an important difference. And just like the word racism, they've changed the definition of a ton of words.
Is that an AI picture? No, that's a video. I'm just an idiot.
Like immigrant or rights to include a vast number of things that they didn't include before. And the final thing that these changes of wording and definitions are designed to do is destroy traditional ideas that work and turn everyone into useless people who will follow and do whatever they're told because they can't do anything for themselves.
Find a fucking real problem to worry about, man. It's just being more specific. It's like, okay, what do we mean by mother? We mean the person who was inseminated. That's what we mean, and that is the specific language we will use. It's just not a problem. Like, why are you bitching about this? Why? There's real suffering happening right now. Do you know that? Did you know that there are children starving in Africa right now? and you're wasting your time on this useless bullshit, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it.
Most people don't realize this, but the vast majority of our success is due to just copying what other people have done in the past. This process is so ingrained in the way that we think, and so commonly leads to the correct answer or the correct behavior, that it's kind of funny to point out when it causes people to do things that make no logical sense.
Let me show you something. This is a normal harbor in Iceland. And as you can see, the edge line is painted yellow and the box is gray. Let's see another harbor. Yellow line, gray box. And when I was young and stupid, I was hired by my hometown harbor to paint one of those lines yellow. And because I was young and stupid, I did everything I could to make the job easier. Like putting the paint can on the box while I was painting. And as you would expect, I bumped into the paint can, spilling yellow paint all over the gray box. So again, me being young and stupid, I just painted the box yellow, thinking nobody's gonna notice. And here's that box today. Yes, they keep painting it yellow. And as I showed you at the start, it's not every harbor that does this, just this one. And it's actually been so long that they probably don't even know why they paint the boxes yellow. It's just something they do now.
Welcome to human nature. We have a giant set of...
Okay, but like, what was the point of that?
Wait, cut the bullshit. He literally said at the start of the video that traditional values was a virtue signal. And here he is virtue signaling about traditional values.
Wait, he did say that. You're right. That was one of his phrases that he was using when talking about, like, virtue signaling. You're right. Thank you for 100 biddies, by the way. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, I expect hypocrisy at this point, so it's not, like, surprising. It's just, like, you know, yeah, he is talking about, like, traditional values. So he is virtue signaling by his own definition.
Effective learned behavior is that most people don't understand. They just do them because that's what's always been done. This actually describes most of your behaviors. So the goal of someone who is trying to destroy things is to confuse and replace these effective traditions or passed down behaviors with something else that is...
Yeah, but like behaviors change over time to improve lives, you know? Like... If we had it your way, we'd like be still living in pre-fire times. Like we wouldn't have discovered fire because, oh no, we can't rub two sticks together. It makes sparks, and the sparks are scary. And I touched one once and it burned me. So like we can't use it for anything ever at all. Like you can't just like go off of fifis. You're going off of fifis. You feel like this is wrong, and that's why you're saying it's wrong. You don't actually have any evidence for it. You're just like trying to justify it with like common sense logic or whatever.
Is broken and not effective. This is why they try to force you to say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas.
No! Not the war on Christmas. No. No, it's not even close to Christmas. It's like the farthest away you can possibly be. It's like fucking April. I can't do this right now. This was uploaded a month ago. You're talking about the war on Christmas in March, man? That's crazy work.
They tried to ruin Halloween by saying that wearing a costume is offensive cultural appropriation. They're trying to erase traditions that bring people together. This is also why authoritarian regimes try to get rid of things like...
What is this? Why the fuck are you and that other white chick wearing kimonos? You white people need to stop taking Japanese culture. Like, okay, I get that, like, there's some woke virtue signaling. I'm not denying that, but, like, it's just, it doesn't matter to me. They're coming from a good place. They ultimately just want people to be respected, and I get that. So, like, whatever.
Traditions that bring people together. This is also why authoritarian regimes try to get rid of things like Christian churches. Forget whether you believe in God.
That's not happening.
You want to know one of the biggest factors destroying the family right now? It's not because of hypergamous female nature or past...
Hypergamous female nature. We must address the hypergamous female nature occurring right now in this species. Yes. Dude, who fucking, like, honestly, like, she has a kink for, like, nerds, right? Like, his wife does. Like, she has to, because this is crazy shit. This is crazy. Like, she has a kink for, like, disgusting weird nerds. It has to be that.
Sport bros. It's because people stop going to church. Church is a place that people go to on a regular basis to share values and socialize with their local community, which these days is almost unheard of, as everyone's social activity now occurs mostly through the internet. You're also around a bunch of marriage-minded people who can help you through tough relationship issues, instead of your idiot single friends who push you to break up or divorce at any slight insult. And
marriage-minded people. Instead of those fucking friends of yours who are telling you that your husband's abusing you and you need to leave for your own safety and your child's safety. Like telling you that, like, it's not normal that he comes home and drinks a bunch and then, like, smacks you. Telling you that they're worried about you because, like, you know, you have a bruise on your eye and you're worried about the safety of your child and you can't stop talking about it or thinking about it and you're not getting into sleep because of it. Like, don't listen to your friend saying that. Stay with the guy, actually. Stay with him. Because reasons.
And you're around a community whose base values are forgiveness and helping others. The God stuff doesn't matter. This is what matters, and it's why authoritarians hate and constantly shit on religion and try to replace it with worship of the government, to the extent where not everyone, but a significant number of the people without religion just end up being a bunch of crazy morons who constantly crash out over people merely disagreeing with them.
Why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you feel the need to tear our posters down?
Because I don't like them.
Why?
What do the posters say? What do the posters say? American Comeback?
Why do you feel the need to do that?
Hold on. Let's see if we can sleuth this poster. American Comeback poster. Yeah, the American Comeback Tour. Oh, this is like from Charlie Kirk, white supremacist Charlie Kirk. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, tear it down. Tear it down. Who gives a shit?
Do that.
This isn't a matter of, like, disagreeing. Like, Charlie Kirk literally just doesn't want to feed children. Fuck that guy. Yeah, tear it down.
Do you feel the need
tear it down.
To tear our posters
Fuck that
down?
guy.
Because I don't like them.
Why?
Yeah, queen shit. I assume queen shit. I don't know. I don't know the gender.
These posters were apparently for a Charlie Kirk event. Now, I know nothing about Charlie Kirk outside of him being a conservative, but this chick can't even articulate why
Dude, you know nothing about Charlie Kirk? Look it up! Look it up! Maybe there's a good reason this person is tearing off the Charlie Kirk posters. Oh, by the way, I'm a centrist. Durr! I can't do any actual research on, like, fucking white supremacists. Durr! I don't know anything about fucking Charlie Kirk or why anybody would dislike him. Ooh, like, what the fuck are you talking? Are you serious right now? Are you actually serious right now? That is crazy work, brother. Crazy work.
she doesn't like him.
I don't know who Charlie Kirk is or why she doesn't like him, but I can only assume that she's a woke liberal dumbass, and Charlie Kirk is actually an upstanding citizen who doesn't advocate for, like, the eradication of trans people or anything, right? Good shit.
And I feel like every day I see multiples of these ridiculous crash outs or people acting like it's the apocalypse.
I want to thank all you people out there for voting this individual in. Thanks so much, because guess what? I live in a rural community, and now I know I can't simply leave my house. Thanks so much, guys. I'm going to be underground. You guys won't hear from me again. Bye, guys.
So Trump getting into office was...
I mean, people are literally being fucking deported for their, like, political opinions. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's bad out there. It's bad out there. Like, they haven't hit citizens yet, but, you know, they could. What's stopping them? Actually, the Supreme Court might, funnily enough. But that's beside the point. Like, they tried. They really did try to start fucking deporting citizens.
Was so monumental that in just a few weeks, it turned everyone in your community into a bunch of dangerous predators who you have to hide from? That's strange, because when I step outside my house, it's like nothing has changed.
Spoilers, he forgets to show real alpha male. Well, I know it's going to read this later, but I'll just read it. Also, to do base shit, the Unfuck America tour is following Charlie Kirk's tour to de-radicalize them, hopefully. That's pretty cool. Thank you for another 45 biddies. Appreciate you. Didn't expect to see you at 2 in the morning. It's almost 5, dumbass. What are you talking about?
It's always some white man in my DMs who was just like, if only you didn't hate on Trump, then maybe I could show you a good time.
Ew.
Stay away from me, white man!
I mean, yeah, that was, it was a little interesting. But like, I don't care. Yeah, queen shit. I just don't care.
But now we have the daily crash out videos, and we have modern Democrats being so out of touch that they think that acting like they're in the battle screen of a turn-based RPG will win them votes. Good news for Hillary.
It's just like, there are the two worst crimes you can commit on the internet are, one, being cringe, and two, being a woman. And if you're both, then like, yeah, you deserve the death penalty. Actually, like it's literally like that. Like, one, being cringe, and two, being a woman. And if you're a trans woman, well, I mean, that's just, you know, like that's like the 2 to 3 worst crimes you can commit on the internet, and people will just get mad at you for it.
That they think that acting like they're
like, it's just like, I'm not that mad. Like, it's cringe, sure, but like, I just like, it's not like, why? Like, there's so many other. Did you know that there are children starving in Africa, man? I'm just saying, like, there's so many other issues to worry about. I don't fucking care. I don't care.
On the battle screen of a turn-based RPG will win them votes. Good news for Hillary Clinton, though, because someone has finally done something more cringe than Pokemon Go to the polls.
It's giving it. So Sigma, main character energy.
I love her. This is not cringe, and if you call her cringe, you're banned.
Negative aura points.
So a lot of damage has been done to people's intelligence and wisdom by breaking traditions and changing words. Ultimately, these cultural norms and traditions help you develop your self-concept, because a major part of that is created through your experiences with other people. And the big issue...
Dude, can you just say that you hate trans people? Just say it. Just say it, okay? I'm so tired of, like, people just dancing around the point. Just say that you hate trans people, and maybe you can start working on yourself then. Maybe you can start tackling, like, what's really bothering you, okay? Like, the fact that you're an insecure piece of shit, all right? Like, what's really bothering you that makes you want to hurt other people and, like, put out stupid shit like this? Like, it's... You really need to work on yourself. Why are you still awake? Don't question me. Just edit my shit. Okay? Excuse you.
Is that if you need to make changes for the better and you have a poor self-concept, nothing will happen until you change how you perceive yourself. For example, if you feel like you're a failure and that's how you identify, then you will actually avoid making changes that alter that self-concept. This applies to things as small as believing that you're the type of person who can't fix things around the house, and to things as big as believing that you're the type of person who can't...
Okay, I'm done. I don't feel like watching the last 30 seconds. Been a while since we visited that guy. Always a treasure trove of information and just really good points. He makes really good points. Because I have to edit your sleep-deprived slob, buddy. I'm done, okay? I'm done. I'm getting off, okay? Chill. I just, like, I wanted to stream. I really wanted to stream, and I didn't get a chance to all day, and I just wanted to do it, so I did. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I do have to get off, though. It is 5 a.m. for me. My sleep schedule's fucked anyway, so whatever. Okay. Who's live? I don't think anybody that I know is live. So I'm just going to end without rating. Okay. Just hatching Relicanth and Sword right now. Nice. All right. Thank you all very much for being here. Love you all. Take care. Have a great weekend. And I am going to finally get some sleep. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Good night, everybody.